Welcome back, everyone, to Calls with the Wizard. And first and foremost, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, everybody in the live chat, everybody who subscribed, everybody who's commenting, liking, hopefully liking a lot. Smash the like button. My boy Alex always posts up on the live chat, okay? Other than that, Candyman had to reschedule. You guys saw it on my page. I put it up on also my community, Instagram and Facebook, but he will be here tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So I really don't do a lot of Monday interviews, but I will do it for him, and I'll tell you why. Because I first met him in the 80s, and we've known each other for a long time. He doesn't live close. He actually had a fly-in. He had a show last night with Ice Cube, JJ Fad, Digital Underground, etc. So it's all good, you know. It's going to be good to see an old friend and talk history. And many of you have always wanted me to do a segment on Johnny J, the guy who produced not only Candyman Knocking Boots, Melt in Your Mouth, pretty much his first entire record, but also produced, in my opinion, all the hits on Tupac's All Eyes on Me album, okay? Mexican guy. And who else but to bring in the guy that toured with them, you know, rapped with them, the guy that produced for Candyman himself to talk about it. So should be very, very exciting, not only entertaining, but also a very good history lesson on his past and also what he's working on now, and also to shed a little bit of light on Johnny J, rest in peace. Other than that, tomorrow at 6 o'clock on the Block podcast, the Blockout podcast, which is ODM from Lighter Shade of Brown's podcast, whom I support. I did my interview, so he's going to air it tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Make sure you guys go check that out. I'm also going to post it up on my page. I'll put it on the community, and I'll also announce it tomorrow when we're live with Candyman. But tomorrow at 6 o'clock, the Blockout podcast on Robert from Lighter Shade of Brown's podcast. I did my interview with him. We had such a great time. Time flew by really, really fast. Other than that, Freaky Tales Friday, if you guys didn't catch it, go back and watch episode 44. We just did it Friday. Me and my co-host, Marvelous Inc. A lot of people enjoyed it. We talked about the Antichrist and we talked about prophecies, okay? For those that don't know what prophecies mean, if I could simplify it, it just means tomorrow's headlines. That's what that means. Tomorrow's headlines that were written thousands of years ago. Today's show was sponsored by Nacho Granny's Cookies. Many of these cookies, these two right here, I should say, are actually medicated. So si te quieres poner de aquellas, get one of these medicated. And then these are the regular cookies. Hopefully you guys can see them. Chocolate chip, and I believe they're oatmeal. So I'm going to grub on these afterwards. But once again, this show was sponsored by Nacho Granny's Cookies. Thank you once again, Nacho Granny's Cookies. She can be found on the description on this episode. So all you can do is read Nacho Granny's Cookies, click on it, and it'll take you directly to her page on Instagram, and you can order from her. And I believe she delivers if you're local. So once again, thank you very much. I know I'm forgetting something, but when I remember, I'll let you guys know. Other than that, you know what? I didn't want to cancel because many of you today DM'd me when I posted up that Candyman wasn't going to be here, but tomorrow, don't cancel, just take calls. So I decided just to make a Calls with the Wizard, okay? We ain't going to be on here that long, but I will take some calls. Anybody can call me and ask me whatever you want pertaining to music, pertaining to the cookies, pertaining to the documentary, pertaining to whatever. I've always said I'm an open book. Call me, get your answers. But other than that, for a little bit, and I'm saying for a little bit, I'm going to hang out with somebody from my team, somebody that I'm going to actually probably put on camera for the first time, okay? He'll probably switch off with my other camera guy. But anyways, let me go ahead and introduce you guys to Norbert.
Hey.
Norbert, I know we always give you a hard time because of your name.
Yes. But you know what? I don't mind. I like... There's so many variations of my name. I mean, I'm already used to different types of names. for
Okay, give me a
myself.
variation of your name.
Norby, Norbs, Nobi.
Norby one
No,
Kenobi.
no, yeah, Nobi, Nobi. That would be one of them. Yeah. So I'm used to all of
Okay,
them.
if we're gonna have a conversation, you need to stay up reading off the live chat.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me give a shout out to all the Roadium warriors out there. I appreciate all of you guys. I love everything you guys say, especially the IE foods and the LA foods.
LA foods and IE foods. You know what? One guy DM'd me and told me, you know what? Why are these guys so negative? And I said, look, bro, I like it that they can come on my platform, and they go on various platforms, and you know they go at it. But for me, it's all fun and games.
You know what? They are. They are. I heard the exact same thing. Like we're being negative. I don't think we're being negative. We're being creative. The people there are coming up with the funniest comebacks. The roast is it's prime.
And it's comedy, so we need to take it
comedy.
as what it is. It's nothing serious.
It's nothing.
I got friends that live in the IE, and I got friends that live here in LA.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all good. So continue to make fun of each other.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
And I love IE foods. I love LA foods. I love all foods, and we all come together.
He said, I
and
love all foods.
it's all fun and games.
Okay.
I'd rather, like you said, we all take out we just poke at each other in the live chat instead of in real life.
Right. Okay.
You know?
Okay. Now I want to talk about something just for a little bit, and then we'll probably have you switch seats with Alex because I want people to get to know Alex in person.
Alex,
well, not in
Cervantes.
person, but through YouTube.
Yes.
What's trending right now? Something. Well, before we get to my question, something interesting that you posted up today.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
And you said something to the words, and maybe I'm paraphrasing, and maybe you could help me out. It said something like, I've only been in this part of the business or this part of the podcasting side for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
And tell us what you're seeing so far since you've been a part of the Roadium Radio team. What is it that you're seeing about podcasting in general?
I mean, I've seen the good and I've seen the bad, and unfortunately, I'm seeing more bad than good,
Yeah.
which sucks because I mean, we have podcasts like Roadium Radio that pushes out knowledge, history. It pushes out game for everybody out there. I mean, you go back on any of the Roadium Radio episodes, somebody that's already made it is giving free game to everybody.
Absolutely.
And it's incredible that I don't see some of these artists taking advantage of that. I mean, you're getting like VIP information right here.
Yes.
They're giving you the blueprints, and it's funny that I don't see a lot of the artists, younger artists, take advantage of it.
Well, you know what? Some artists, not too many, but some artists have told me, I want to get paid for my interview. I don't do free interviews.
Jeez.
So I don't even respond. I'll be honest with you. I don't even respond because here is someone like myself that grew up in this industry that we had to pay for promotion.
Yeah.
We literally had to pay for promotion. So many times we were blessed if we got to go to a radio station and promote our album or our show or our brand. And you know what the time limit was for us? 10 minutes.
That's it.
It
That's
was
all you got.
That's all you got. 10 minutes. So you got to spit the best game that you got in 10 minutes. Today I'm giving people an hour to 2 hours.
That's a lot of time for
Yes.
them to get fans.
You know, one thing that Mr. D, when I was working with him, because he literally saw all of my interviews, okay?
Yeah.
And he would call me and tell me, I saw the Violet Brown, I saw the Alonzo, I saw this one, I saw that one, okay? And one thing that I admired about that kid, bro, was this, that he said, if they ever shut down Roadium Radio, I would feel like they're shutting down a museum.
Yeah. Yeah, I've told you before, it's historical. I mean, a lot of the episodes, you hear stories that you'll never hear anywhere else, especially in the mainstream. You won't hear those stories. You'll only hear them here on Roadium.
Yeah, right. Like I'll give you an example, and I said it like this already. Violet Brown, a lot of people may not know her. During the week, I sent that interview because somebody asked me, do you have a personal favorite interview that, you know, maybe not your favorite, but something that you think I could listen to? I sent her to Violet Brown.
Yeah.
Violet Brown is a woman that has definitely marked her name, stamped her name
Yeah.
on West Coast and East Coast hip-hop history. People from Dr. Dre, P. Diddy, Master P, Eminem, they all know her and they've all shouted her out on their songs.
Yep. That's
Okay.
respect.
Yeah, so I was just thankful to interview her because she doesn't do interviews. Now, I've known her since I've been a teenager. So, of course, she told me yes. Then you had guys like Yella, okay, that came over here. That's a part of the, what is that, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, okay? They have a star on Hollywood, okay? This was the guy whose music was a part of NWA that changed the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Changed it completely. I mean, they made a category because of them.
Yes. Then you have Little Easy, who was Eazy-E's son, and I knew his father, Easy.
Yeah.
I had him here. Thankfully, I got to speak to both of them.
That's a trip. Two
then
generations.
I had people like Be Real. Be Real give me a 4-hour interview. He didn't have to. He's got a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You know, and I'm only saying that is because we've had people like, again, Tony G. He was here.
Legend.
Not only legend producer, legend DJ. We had Joe Cooley, not only legend DJ, legend producer. You know, so I like to give these guys their flowers, you know.
Yeah, definitely, which they deserve.
You know, here's another one. And a lot of people will probably trip out that I'm even giving this person his flowers. You look at a guy like from San Diego, Night Owl, okay?
Yeah.
Been around for years, you know. Regardless of what might have taken place between us, you know what? We need to put that aside.
Definitely.
Okay? May you rest in peace, but
rest in peace.
There's not too many interviews with him.
No.
You know?
No, you wouldn't be able to find them. Nobody would give him the time of day. I mean,
you know, so there's a lot of rappers that came through here that were not doing podcasts that have told me yours was the first one I've ever did. I
believe that.
You know, now that doesn't make me special, but you know what that does make me? Just different.
Definitely. And that's the whole key here. Be different.
Yeah.
Be different. Don't try to go off of somebody else's
exactly coattail and thinking that what they do, maybe I could do it too, and it'll work for me.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? No disrespect, but you're not me. We're all differently unique individuals.
Yep.
We all have our own talents. So
Definitely.
Discover what your talent is, stay in your lane, and write it.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with staying in your own lane. I mean, you're going to get what you're going to get in your lane, and that's fine. Don't try to ride somebody else's lane.
Now, we talked about the good side of podcasting. What is the negative side that you've been seeing so far?
Man, I mean, there's so much negativity. I mean, people just trying to beef with each other, people that are trying to take credit for things. And
I think beefs are a big thing right now.
Unfortunately, beefs are a big thing. And some of them don't even make any sense. I mean, some of it is very childish, unfortunately. It doesn't make sense to watch a bunch of grown men just arguing about things that nobody should ever be arguing about.
You know,
but wait, I'm sorry. But you know what really gets me is that these people get the views. And you know,
very true.
What it reminds me of is this saying about what's his name, Studio Savage. You know how they say it's not him that got himself killed; it's the viewers that got them killed.
Oh, you're talking about
Savage Studio.
Savage Studio.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's the people that they made them feel like they're in the right
because they watched.
Yeah.
You know, let me give you an example. Okay. Somebody once told me, you could do what you're doing, you know, and you'll win. Okay. Or you could go the Jerry Springer route.
Yeah.
And make your podcast about that.
Yeah.
He said, and your views will double. I'm not that kind of person, bro.
It's the Howard Stern effect.
Yeah,
you know,
I can't do that, bro.
You know, people wanna they know that recipe works.
Right.
But like I said in my reel, that thing it has a short shelf life. It doesn't last long.
Okay, now beefs. Okay, how many of those beefs? Let's just be honest. Let's think about this.
Yeah.
That we have seen on podcasting. So and so said this about so and so. So and so said this about everybody. Yeah. How many of those beefs were ever really got taken care of on the streets, one-on-one?
You'll never see that happen.
You'll never see that.
You'll never see that happen.
So you know what that tells me? That it's only on here.
Yeah.
It's only on social media.
Yeah, it's only on social. It's a show.
It's a show. Fucking show.
Who can get the most sympathy points from people?
Yeah, it's turned into a shit show.
But you see them on the streets. You see them at an event. They turn around, they ignore you like you're not even there.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
You know, like let's just say Joe. You know, I'm in a hypothetical scenario. Is beefing with Lenny. Lenny said this. Oh, did you hear what Joe said? And those two motherfuckers will never meet, bro.
Yeah, but you know what I do dislike also aside from that is people that initiate it. People that say this person said this about that person.
Yes.
Or people that set up traps podcasters that set up traps to people, like you know, I want to bring it up, like that one guy, I think is a bootleg podcaster guy. He gives the most set of questions ever. I mean, he gave it to a few people already, where he tries to, he says he doesn't want to go there,
right?
But it seems he always turns an interview into about race. And you got all these other people that are other podcasts aside from that guy that tries to use a race card thing on there, and just to get more numbers, just to see if somebody falls for the trap.
It's true. And it's really, really sad. Like, for an example, I had one guy call me up. This was early on. Maybe I was only on maybe about a year and a half podcasting.
Yeah.
This one guy hits me up and he says, hey, can I get your number? I really want to talk to you, blah, blah, blah. I knew who this guy kind of was.
Yeah.
And I want all you podcasters out there that are barely starting or that want to start a podcast, that eventually you may face scenarios like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So one guy calls me and he just tells me, hey, man, I got beef with this guy on the streets. And I said, okay, what does that have to do with me? Okay. Then this is what he said. Well, I want you to make peace between us. In other words, be a referee.
Oh, okay.
And I said, what does this have to? Well, I said, what does this have to do with my platform? This is about music.
Yeah.
You know, what does it have to do with the hip hop culture?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't, this is what he said. If you don't make peace between us, there's going to be a lot of bloodshed, and it's going to be on your hands because you didn't do nothing about it.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm being serious, you guys.
What the
heck?
I believe you. I've heard these people talk.
Yeah.
They're really full of themselves.
You know, and then there's people that are willing to go on podcasts and diss someone, you know, and then the podcaster loves it because he knows that the views are high.
Yep.
Look, let me tell you something. The reason why I don't invite that kind of energy here, I don't need those kind of views.
No.
And I don't need those kind of people here.
No, we don't.
Okay? If you want to go ahead and, you know, think because your views are shooting up because you're starting up drama, all you're really doing is exploiting our people.
Exactly.
That's all you're doing.
Exactly.
There's nothing positive coming out of your podcast.
Yeah.
There's nothing beneficial.
Nope.
That the people watching your podcast can learn from, can grow from, and eventually flourish from what they learn from you.
Yeah.
It's all chisme.
It's all chisme, and it's horrible because you have somebody like, let's say,
you don't have to name no names, bro, but.
Well, I want to shout out this organization because it's a really good organization. It's the Local Hearts Foundation.
Okay.
I mean, they do so much work, especially with the Hood Santa. Yeah. And thankfully, he's getting a lot of exposure now with Local Hearts, which is great because, you know, we need people like that on these platforms.
Of course.
Not just a bunch of chisme about other guys and whatever.
But you know what, Norbert, and I think what you're starting to see, so we can wrap this segment up, is that you're starting to see that good guys don't get views.
No, yes, exactly. Good guys don't get views.
They don't.
You got to talk shit. We got to talk shit about somebody so people could get, like, what do you say?
What do you say? Go look at it. Go look at it.
Oh, let's go send it to that person so we could get a response off of them.
Some people would go on a podcast and share their deepest, darkest fucking secrets that nobody cares about.
Exactly.
All for views.
All for views. And then, you know, the sympathy points.
Yeah, and it's sad. It really, really is sad because I've been in this podcasting game now, September 11, 2019, a little bit over 3 years. And I think I've seen more negative. And I want to remain positive. Yeah. Because when I first started here, I encouraged people. We have a voice. Let's use it. Yeah. But let's benefit our people, our gente. Yeah. Okay. But a lot of them started just to bullshit.
It's horrible.
You know, it's all chisme. I heard this. So and so's got beef with so and so this. How are we gonna grow from that?
It's desperation, dude. It's desperation because people that do start up these podcasts, they invest money.
Yes.
And some of them invest a lot of money, but because they try to start off positive, and some of them do try to start off positive, they get desperate because they don't have the numbers. And it's bad because you don't go into the podcast world just for numbers. Go in there because you want a message to be sent out, hopefully a positive one. Yeah. But don't ever assume that you're going to get views. You're going to get numbers. If people like you, people are going to like you. What was it? It's just like music, right?
Yeah.
You don't get to decide to be who you're going to be the big one.
Yeah.
The people get to decide.
The people decide.
The people decide.
The people decide. Again, I went into this podcasting ignorantly, with no help from no one other than my team.
Yeah.
Okay. With no help, people tuned in because you know what I was doing? I was shining light on our people.
Yeah.
I was shining light on our, as a matter of fact, before this podcast, I don't ever remember anybody else referring to our people as our people.
No.
It started here.
Yeah.
Okay. And look, let me tell you something. When I began to bring in friends of mine,
Yeah.
and I was interviewing them, they would say, man, I got so many positive responses. And I said, you know why? I said, because you're a positive dude. And everything that you've done, he goes, deserves light to be shined upon.
Definitely.
But today, here's a question. In the social media world, to be somebody, do you need talent? Today.
Me, coming from somebody that looks at numbers, looks at trends, looks at algorithms, I mean, honestly, it helps.
It helps, but
It helps.
Do people, let me give you one example. And I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I just want you to give me your opinion. The Island Boys.
Island Boys.
Are they talented? Are they?
Hell no, I have no idea what talents they have. I don't even know how the hell they.
But that's an example of what I'm trying to say. Do we need talent?
No. You just need a very good marketing team. You got to have enough money to pay for that marketing team.
Yeah.
And you got to be willing.
Yeah.
To like embarrass yourself and make yourself look stupid.
And there it is there to embarrass yourself. I see guys that I would have never have thought now doing stupid parody TikTok videos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like you were this tough guy in the fucking barrio, and then you're over here fucking dancing like a girl wearing a wig. Like for views, really? And when I hit him up and I told him, why are you doing that? And he said, bro, I'm monetized now.
Oh my God.
So I think a lot of times some people go to the extreme to get noticed. You know why?
It's bad, man.
Because attention is one hell of a drug.
It is. It really is. And it sucks because but they're just sheep. They follow these other ones that made it doing those things.
Yeah, yeah.
And they just, again, they don't want to stay in their own lane.
Right.
They want to jump on somebody else's coattails.
Yeah. So you know what? I do want to give a shout out to all the positive podcasts that are making a difference. You guys definitely do deserve to be shouted out, and continue to do what you're doing for our people.
Yes.
Continue to do it so that we can move forward in a positive way, not where if all we're doing is just spreading cheese, man. Now we have outsiders looking at it and say, look, how do they expect unity? They're fighting between each other.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, exactly. They speak of unity, but they just want to argue and fight and argue why they don't want to. They want unity, but not really.
Yeah.
It's hilarious and it's sad because we're in a time where politically we should be more united. As a community, we should be more united. As a people, we should be more united. I mean, I think it was Marvelous that said it. For a long time, a lot of us believed we were the minority in this country.
Yeah.
We're not the minority. We cover all of Canada down to Chile.
Yes.
Brown people are like from the North America, South America. We're the majority.
Yes, exactly.
But they make us believe we're the minority.
Yeah. Now, really quick, once again, Marvelous Minds, the Z at the very end instead of an S.
Yes.
Well, I told him don't go live until we hit at least 10K subscribers.
I think he's almost getting there.
Yeah, I know he's probably at 7 now, but go subscribe to Marvelous Inc. Everything that we have talked about is going to be a positive message, very informative, very educational. And also, I hope I get this name right, Tony Alvarado or Tony Bandit Alvarado podcast.
Yes, another great one. Another, you know what I like about them? I love that they started off, not so good. Because obviously their environment, their families, what was going on.
It's got a great story, man.
Yeah, I mean, they both have an incredible story that they turned around. I mean, they turned it around like, what was his name? He was here. He was here before. Also, he's from, I think, Santa Ana.
I don't remember the name.
But he's a real cool guy. Anyways, he told us that story that he was in jail and he came out and he said he saw his homie that tried to get him back into the game, but he just went to the church instead.
Okay.
Mary told that story about where he lost his Bible and he went crazy.
Oh, Rockin' Chicano.
Rockin' Chicano, that guy. That guy.
That's another great
Oh
episode,
my God,
bro.
that was an incredible episode.
A lot of people slept on it. If you guys really want to be blessed and encouraged by this man's story, look up Rockin' Chicano on Roadium Radio.
It was an amazing episode.
Okay, let's change the channel really quick. You know what still trips me out that is still fucking trending? Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dude, somebody got a tattoo of him.
Yeah, somebody got a tattoo.
Not even of the actual Jeffrey Dahmer, about the actor.
Oh, the actor?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm like,
damn, he probably didn't even know. Okay, do you know who Obi-Wan Kenobi is?
Yeah.
Okay, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
One day I went to a friend's house. This is no lie. And he had a framed picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay, now we're talking about the younger looking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Not the older one.
Yeah,
okay. And I said, what's that? And he goes, oh, my mom picked that up at the swap meet. It's a picture of Jesus. and I said, are you serious? I was like waiting for a just kidding.
Yeah.
And he said, no, she just said she picked it up. It was Jesus. And I go, that's Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars, bro. No. I looked it up. The whole time he was praying to Obi-Wan.
Hey, Marvelous would say either way, they're still praying to the wrong one.
You guys better not have Obi-Wan Kenobi at your house.
I think that would be pretty. I think some Star Wars heads probably do have an Obi-Wan Kenobi.
They probably do. And a Yoda.
Or Yoda, yeah.
Okay, did you see that pizza that they're selling Jeffrey Dahmer style?
No. Oh, man, what is that like?
No, it looks,
bacon?
literally, it's a pizza.
Canadian bacon?
No, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a big sausage in the middle.
Whoa.
But, yeah, like they had a bunch of like meat looking like scattered everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's the Jeffrey Dahmer. You got to order the Jeffrey Dahmer style pizza.
Well, at least you know it's a meat lovers.
There you go. It's a meat. Damn. Mom, what's this big old sausage? You know what I'm saying? But
it's a kielbasa.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Okay. Well, it's not necessarily a question. Somebody DM me this, and I think it's very, very true. And it's a shame that we're like this here. I love this country because let me tell you something. If you were to go to third world countries, you do not have the rights that you have here.
No.
Now, somebody may say, we're not really free. Well, we're a lot more freer than a lot of other countries that when you get caught stealing, guess what? They chop off your damn hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
They take off the hand or a finger.
See, here, you had a bunch of people that when Trump got voted in, if Trump gets voted in, I'm moving out of America. Those motherfuckers still stayed here, bro.
Yeah,
they still stayed here talking all that shit. Now, okay, talking all shit about Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm just trying to make a point.
Neither am I.
Okay? Now, go to a third world country. Say when Osama bin Laden was still alive, okay?
Yeah.
Iraq, or you go to Iran when Mahmoud Ahmadinejad was still in there.
Yeah.
If you would have said, fuck those guys, guess what would have happened to you?
They would have fucking, we would have been on one of those videos where they chop off their heads.
Exactly.
You know what you're talking about? Yeah.
Exactly. So, anyways, my whole point is this. One guy DMing, and I don't know where he was from, but he said, you people in America are the only people that idolize serial killers.
I mean, it's facts. I mean, they get more play than I do.
Look how sad that is, though. But it's true.
It's true. I mean, these guys they got stables of women waiting on them.
We make them almost celebrities.
Yeah.
The guy that chops off the heads, would he be considered a serial killer though?
Probably in his country, no. No, he's no. You know what he's doing? He's serving justice. That's the way they'll see him.
It's weird though how they romanticize them though. They worship them. These people are killing people.
Yeah,
kids, women, but it's not us though. It's not. I don't think it's men that's idolizing. I think it's more women. I mean, no offense to women, but I think it's more,
I just think in general. I guess it's more of the acceptance that it's allowed.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's more the acceptance that it's allowed. For an example, whenever somebody doesn't like something, there's an uproar, we get it out of here, or we make a new law for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That bomber, I believe he was a Jewish kid that bombed the marathon in Boston.
Oh.
Okay. He was a youngster. Okay.
Yeah.
And he had kind of like a little frizzy fro.
Yeah.
Okay. Jewish kid, I believe.
Yeah.
They put him on the front cover of the Rolling Stones magazine. And you know why? Because some people were saying that he had that rock starish look, that he resembled somewhat of I think Bob Dylan.
This is why I never subscribed to
Yeah,
The
so I'm like,
magazine.
what the fuck?
Well, I mean,
Can you imagine your brother gets his legs blown off on that marathon, and then you go to the market and you see that guy on the front cover?
But it's a trip that you would say that because when you look at those covers, when you see the news, you see all these. I mean, no offense to white people, you see all these white kids getting walked, probably without handcuffs, knowing that they killed people with a water bottle. You don't see a colored person there because they usually kill them. The cops usually.
Well,
kill
remember
them.
that guy? I believe he was in Buffalo. That white kid that went in, he was filming himself.
Oh, yeah. I think he was doing a live.
He was doing a live.
Yeah.
I believe it was Twitch. Okay. They handcuffed him, bro, and then they gave him a water bottle. Okay.
It's ridiculous, man.
Whether it's us, and I'm just going to use the word brown to distinguish it.
Yeah.
Whether it's black or brown, it's shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Well, I mean, that's how it's always been. I mean, you got to imagine, not imagine, but you got to know that these cops are trained to kill. They're not trained to arrest. When they go to the shooting range, it's only headshots and hard shots. They're not shooting the arm. They're not shooting the leg.
Right.
They're going just for the kill.
Do you remember that kid just recently in Texas? I believe he was in Texas. I don't remember what parts. I think it was either San Antonio. He was at a McDonald's eating a hamburger, and the fucking cop opened the door.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that.
And he said, get the fuck out of the car. And they're just eating a hamburger.
Yeah.
Homeboy, now I don't know why that kid decided to leave.
Yeah.
Okay. But obviously he had the car on because he had it in reverse already.
Yeah.
Okay. But for that fucking cop, bop, 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 bop.
Sprayed him.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And it's, last I heard that he was still in the hospital fighting for his life. I believe he was in a coma.
I hope he comes out of it and sues the shit out. But that's the thing, man. These cops, especially our cops, the LAPD, they done so much bad they can't even do good anymore.
Well, you know what? And in the defense of the good ones, I'm going to say not all cops are bad.
You know, I actually put it this way: it's not the apples that are bad; it's the tree that's bad that has good apples.
Okay, if you want to use that analogy, I understand.
I do it the other way around. The whole tree is bad, and once in a while you'll get good cops.
Maybe.
But I don't know if you remember that one cop. You remember that one time? I think it was like maybe 10 years ago. They hunted him down.
Who?
That one cop. He was a black officer. He killed 2 of his supervisors. LAPD. He killed 2 of his supervisors. But his story was that before that all happened, he had put in complaints about fellow officers.
Uh-huh.
And when that happened, they started harassing him, they demoted him, and then they just fired him. And I think when that all happened, that's when he went to go kill his supervisors. But when that happened, the LAPD went full force, hunted him down to a cabin where he was staying at, and just sprayed the whole cabin.
Wow.
I mean, they sprayed it. They didn't even try to arrest him. They just sprayed it.
Wow.
I was like, wow, the LAPD does not fuck around. They will kill you.
Well, you got gangs on the street, and then you got
The biggest gang in the city.
they fucking traded in their KKK hoodies for the badge and a baton.
Pretty much, right?
That's what Malcolm X said.
It's true though. He's right.
That's what Malcolm X said.
He's right. I mean, California used to have loose gun laws until I think the Black Panthers tried to protect their own neighborhoods,
Right.
and then our politicians changed the law so they wouldn't be able to protect themselves.
Right. You know, Gil from American Cholo said something. He put up a post. I don't know if it's still up or not.
Yeah.
And in no way, shape, or form, I want to say, am I condoning the words of this lady? What's her name? Nuri?
Oh, Nuri Martinez.
Okay, Nuri.
Yeah.
Nuri Martinez. I think she resigned, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
because
yeah.
somebody recorded a conversation.
Yeah.
When did that happen? Do you know when
that
that's
happened? Last year,
Okay.
like sometime in September, when they were redistributing the districts.
Okay. Now, she said what she said.
Yeah.
And you can't take that back. You said what you said.
She said what she said.
So she needs to own up to that. My thing is this. Who was recording it?
Oh, well, there's a lot of conspiracy theories behind that now because they're saying that apparently nobody knew this, but the mayor has some sort of secret hallway where they can actually, somebody could actually hear what's going on in the room where all these guys are at. They don't. They probably don't know about it, or they just forget about it.
So somebody leaked it out because they can't come out and just legally say I illegally recorded them.
Yeah. That somebody definitely spit that out because apparently Nuri was getting groomed to become the mayor for not the upcoming race, but a future race. They were grooming her to become a mayor. Right. Thankfully, that's not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, you know, look at. I'll give you an example. There are people that have said racial things that I didn't think were racist. Let me give you one example.
Yeah.
One of my friends, black guy.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of black friends.
Yeah.
A lot of my black friends have a lot of Mexican friends. Okay. I'm driving with one of them.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he's driving, but I'm a passenger. And this guy cut him off. Obviously, there was a four-way stop sign.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
And this guy just ran it, and then he gives the finger to my black friend.
Yeah.
Guess what my black friend said?
I can't imagine what he said.
Fucking wetback. Okay, now he's riding with a Mexican, okay?
Yeah. You're like...
Okay, now here's all I said like this. When we got to our destination, we went to Wings and Things in Inglewood, okay? And I said, bro, if I was driving and a black guy cut me off, and if I said effing Nigger, how would you have looked at me? He goes, oh, bro, that wouldn't have been cool. I said, but would you have looked at me as a racist? And he said, no. He said, because you're riding in the car with the Nigga.
Yeah.
Okay? And I said, okay, then don't say that when you're with me, bro.
Yeah.
Don't say it. He goes, I know, my bad. Now, maybe he felt that at that moment.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was racist for saying that.
No.
Me and him have ate off the fucking same plate, bro.
Yeah. It's weird how, words can either be very racist or not very racist. I mean, I think it really depends on the person too.
Right.
I mean, somebody that's experienced a lot of racism in their life, they would probably not like it. And somebody that's grew up in a neighborhood where everybody's tossing around the N word or the W word, or whatever words that would be considered racist. That's just the environment. That's just their world. I mean, you would want them not to be like that.
Right.
But, that's unfortunately, that's the way it is in those areas. Hopefully not any longer, because I like to think that what happened here kind of wakes up people like, these politicians represent the people.
Right. But let me get to my point about what I was saying about Gil from American Cholo.
Oh, yeah.
He had posted something up and he said about this Nuri, the lady. What's her name again?
Nuri Martinez.
Okay. Now, before I lose my train of thought, as far as, let's just say that, man, I lost my train of thought, bro. Okay. Anyways, no, but we were talking about racist remarks, okay? And I said, just because a person says something like that, I don't necessarily consider them a racist, okay? Yeah. Here's my example. I've been with a bunch of my homies growing up, okay? We'll see a Mexican come from Mexico, okay? They've cut him off, or they've almost crashed into him. And you know what they say? Fucking paisa.
Yeah, that does happen.
Okay, now is that racism between each other? Then is that even considered racism when it's between us?
You know what? As far as I know, when people say paisa, I think it's mostly towards darker, browner people.
I never heard that.
Because I've never seen a light-skinned Mexican guy get called a paisa. I mean,
I have.
In my experience, I have. I haven't. You have.
Because they've come from Mexico. They don't speak English, and they're just here or whatnot. And because maybe they might have done something at a traffic light or whatever.
If that's the way it is, it's kind of fucked up because they don't like it when they go to another country south of here and they get called names. Yeah. But yet we still do the same thing to them.
Right. So anyways, now here's my whole point of sharing all of this.
Yeah.
I saw this post and it said Nuri Martinez was having a conversation and she said these things. And she was pretty much found guilty on social media, on all platforms and everything. She said what she said. There's no denying that, okay? But yet here in Stockton, here's a black man that was going around killing Latinos. Why wasn't that considered racist crimes? Where was the uproar saying that this man was a racist, he was only killing Latinos? Why? I guess the question that arises out of that is that why were we going after our own, but nobody was saying nothing about this man after he got arrested? She was just having a conversation and said some
Yeah.
racial shit,
Yeah.
which, you know what, she should own up to it,
Yeah.
okay? But this guy was going around killing Latinos, I believe 7 of them,
Jeez.
okay? And nobody said nothing. Racist,
Wow,
not racist, just a murder.
how long ago did that happen?
Within a span of a year.
Span of a year. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, does it really matter?
No, I'm just because I'm just trying to go back and see that story.
No. But what I'm saying, Gil just posted it not too long ago,
Yeah.
so I don't know if it's still on
Yeah.
his page or not. But I thought that was a great point.
Yeah.
You know, both of them are guilty, but one is facing more scrutiny, if you will.
Yeah.
Racist remarks, and then the other one, killing Latinos.
Yeah, that's a lot worse. That's a lot worse. But you know what? It's a lot worse. But I'm happy it happened with these city council members. We've so far FBI have arrested 4 of them.
Okay.
We have one that stepped down. We're hoping for a second one to step down.
Arrested them for those racist remarks?
No, they arrested him for what's that word? For pay to play. They gave out permits to developers.
Oh, like false shit for money?
For money.
Oh, yeah. They abuse their power.
Yeah, they abuse their power, which a lot of them are probably still doing now.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of people doing that shit.
Yeah, but it's in LA, like right here in Wilmington, you can't see the homeless problem too much.
Well,
but when you go to
you
LA,
cannot say that.
from what I've seen,
finish, and then I'm going to tell you why.
From what I've seen, you don't see it as much as you see it on the streets of LA. You go anywhere in LA, there are like at least 5 tents every like half a mile.
And I have to agree with you on that. 100%. About 15 years ago, they said, and this is a statistic about 15 years ago, that there was at least, just in LA County alone, 60,000 homeless people. Okay, that was about 15 years ago, okay? The reason why I say you can't say that, Norbert, is because I agree with you all of downtown. 2 blocks on the street, they're renovating a building for the homeless to live there. Okay? They're renovating a building. A lot of people didn't want it here.
Yeah.
They didn't want it here.
I understand that.
You know, but you go down Broad Street all the way down, and all the tents are right there.
Yeah.
So it's everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
It's everywhere.
It is.
Now, let me ask you this. Are we ever going to fix the homeless problem? Do you think there will ever be an end?
No.
No.
Heck no. It's there's a lot of money being made.
You know,
oddly enough, there's a lot of money being made out of these homeless people.
Yeah, and just like there's a lot of money being made of people being in jail.
Exactly.
It's a business.
Yeah, homelessness is the new jail.
Look, and I know people are going to get upset with me when I say this, but even abortion is huge money in this country.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's huge, but it's from what I've seen from numbers, it's a risk to it's a danger for the white race here in this country.
Okay. I don't know about that, but
I don't know if you want to get into that, but
but let me say this, okay? That you look at abortion, okay? For an example, many women say, you know, my body, my choice, my body, my choice. But when they were telling everybody, you better take the vaccination.
Ooh,
whatever happened to my body, my choice?
Nope. It's funny you say that because our governor recently was saying things like that. He went before the whole abortion thing happened. He started pushing like, hey, the science is the science. You have to take it. Right. You know, that's the rule. Everybody's got to do it. If you don't, you lose your job, your state job, which unfortunately a lot of firefighters lost their job. A lot of ambulance workers lost their job because they wouldn't take it. But now it's funny because now Pfizer finally came out that it doesn't help in spreading it.
Right.
They already said that, but it's funny that he would use those terms and now he would tell people, you don't have a choice. You got to take it. If you don't take it, we're going to take your job. We're going to take your benefits. We're going to take your livelihood. And we won't let your kids in school anymore. And but when it comes to that Roe versus Wade, nope. Women have the right to decide what they want to do with their body.
Right. Okay. Now, here's what you said. Okay. That women have the right to do whatever they want with their body. Okay. Then you said, we won't let your kids in the schools. You need to take it. You know, you can't go to work without it, whatever. On Friday, me and Marvelous spoke on Freaky Tales about the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
You can either buy, trade, or sell unless you take this mark. This whole agenda system is just a prelude of what's to come.
Yep, it is. I mean, because it was on Friday, On Friday at the CDC, or I'm not sure, the NIH or the CDC, they put up the shot to be part of the children's schedule of vaccine, meaning that they're gonna suggest that they have to take the shot, if they want to go to school.
Yeah.
So now, the funny part is that after that happened, the price of the shot like tripled. I was gonna make a killing off of that.
Yeah.
In more ways than one, unfortunately.
And you know, the sad thing is there's so many things that we could be educating ourselves and preparing ourselves for these dark days ahead, because I believe it's only going to get worse. I don't believe it's going to get better.
It is. It's going to get worse. But, and again, let's go back. This is what was bad about these people that are starting this chisme. They're making people dumber instead of making them more educated.
Thank you. And that's the damn truth. And that's a damn shame.
It is. I mean,
it's true.
I mean, you want to be stuck watching a novella all your life and not progressing, not uplifting yourself, not uplifting your community. Yeah. You know, it sucks.
You know, I've always said this: cheat on your phone by reading a book.
Ooh. Or listen to music.
You know, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Alex, are you ready to come chop it up for me for a little bit?
He's got things to say.
Okay, yeah, we're going to do a couple of more minutes, and then I want to bring you back because I want to take some calls because some of the things that you said might get questioned by some of the callers, so I think it's...
I'm more than open.
Come over here, Alex, and you better come over here with the mouthful because I need you to talk, okay? And then we're going to start taking some phone calls in a little bit when you get back over there. Everybody, once again, this is, a member of my team. This is Alex Cervantes, Cervantes Enterprise in the building. I always like to say there's not a hoopty that can't be fixed because he could do it in the mix. Okay, I don't see you on my screen over here, so maybe...
No, it's probably lagging.
Okay.
You just switched.
All right. So can you see him now?
Yep.
Okay, Alex.
Yes, sir.
Say hi.
Hi. Hola.
Now, how long have you been a part of this team now that you can recall?
Since the beginning.
Since the beginning, right? Okay.
Since before when it was an idea.
Yeah, and you saw people come and go, you know, and you saw people stay, but I think only a few people went, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, as far as podcasting is concerned, what is one good thing that you have seen come out of podcasting? And I'm not necessarily just out of here, but podcasting in general. Good.
Just ideas that people, you know, like there's a lot of stuff that you watch on Channel 7 on the airwaves. That because it still exists, the airwaves. I don't know if people still watch 7 or 4 on digital.
I only watch football, so yeah.
Yeah, so you know, there's things that we could talk about like on these shows and stuff like that is very like touching, and if you were to have a TV show and talk about it, it would probably get canceled.
Very true.
You know, and not canceled by the audience, canceled by people that don't like what you're saying up top.
Very true. You know? Very true. What is one of the things that you say, one of the negative sides, things that you see about podcasting?
One of the negative things would be like the shit talking, the antagonizing, the fake accounts that come with it, you know, all that, you know, because you become a target. As soon as you hit a, you know, because people... I've noticed because people know who you are. People pretend like they don't know who you are, you know, and that's fine. But then again, you got legends that walk in here and already know who you are. And then, like, was it D-Smoke or there was a couple of people that came here that they're young and they know you and they call you a legend, you know. And those people, you know, we look at them like, oh shit, they're famous on Instagram, you know, and they got a bunch of followers. But they respect you more than they respect half the people that they go to their podcast and they just like slouch.
Right.
Away, you know, right here, I don't know. I just feel like everyone shows you respect.
There's a certain level of respect that when people come here. Nobody has ever came here and disrespected me. A lot of people thought, once again, shout out to Spanky Loco, that when he came here and he dissed Night Owl, that he disrespected me, okay?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that me and Spanky still talk.
Yeah.
After the podcast, Spanky apologized to me, and he said, I was nothing told you. The very next day, Spanky even called me, you know, and I remember I was walking my grandbabies to the park, and he apologized, and he said, I didn't want to disrespect you. And even then, like about a month later, we still had lunch together. I could still call Spanky. Nobody has ever came here and disrespected me, I guess, because they've recognized either my history, you know.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me a question not too long ago, are you content or are you happy with everything you accomplished? And I said, no. I said, because I don't think that I've accomplished half of the things that I've ever wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, but there's no regrets because I took 15 years off to raise my family.
Yeah.
You know, so I could say bye to music. I could say bye to podcasting and still move forward. I don't necessarily have to be on social media to win.
Yeah.
So some people.
You were fine with before it?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So here's my thing. I've asked a couple of people off air, one-on-one, if they would have turned off social media, say that social media never existed, do you think you made such an impact with your music where wherever you go, people will recognize you? And most told me no. Now, I came from an era where we didn't have social media. You were known because you made a name for yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
It was more work, more footwork.
Yes.
More putting flyers everywhere, you know, making copies of things, you know.
Definitely a lot of footwork.
Yeah, you know, yeah, because I've heard people come up here and talk about things that they do for them and their artists, you know, and have them signing like posters and stuff like that, you know, and all that, and saving it for later, you know, and make, you know. But when you make a name for yourself, that's when all that stuff becomes it's all worth it. Like at the end, you know,
Yeah,
if you can make it to where you got to go, because it's hard right now, honestly.
It is really, really tough because
even with social media.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help, Alex, when you have an artist that has, let's just say he has 80,000 followers on Instagram, okay? Just a hypothetical scenario. He asks you for a podcast, for an interview. I really want this interview. I love your podcast. I love your shit, okay? Say, okay. You send him the flyer, and he don't even post it up.
Yeah, that's kind of retarded. And then, like, you know, we've heard people saying it's gonna mess up my brand or whatever. But man, like for reals, you can't promote yourself. Somebody took the time of their day to make a flyer for you, you know, because it's not free, you know, but they're not paying. So it's like you're getting a free flyer, you're getting free promotion. And, you know, you got people coming in, you know, ready for you, you know, like,
right.
And it's just, I just believe that some people don't believe in what we have to offer.
Well, but here's my thing. If that's the case, and not just for me, let's look at other podcasts, because once again, many times a lot of up and coming podcasters or people that want to start a podcast would ask me, you know, what are the pros and cons? What are the do's and don'ts? What do I expect? So this is something else that you're going to expect, because not only are you trying to build up your podcast even more, but you would think that this person would want to promote himself until it pays off.
Yes.
And then when he doesn't, you're like, why would you even ask me then?
Yeah.
You know? And then when you come, you show totally disrespect. Again, not just to me, but other podcasts. And they're on the live. They'll ask me, and this is the truth, can I go live on my Instagram?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, wait, just give them the link to the YouTube. No, but I want to go live on my Instagram.
Yeah.
So
that one I don't get either, because I mean I understand, but then at the same time it's like they're only getting like this little view of you, you know. It's like
of your mascara from this side.
Yeah, I'm more of a person, I like visuals, so like if I could choose to watch it like with a little view like this, or you know, on YouTube, I would prefer on YouTube.
Of course, you get to see a bigger picture. Now, I know for a while, you know, just to let people know a little bit about you, your family owns a body shop?
No, it's a smog shop. Okay,
it's a smog shop. But I've seen you take motors out, putting them back in.
Yeah, well, we do smog repair, you know, so anything that has to do with smog or whatever, we take care. We like, you have a check engine light, we make it turn off permanently. And then, you know, we get your car to pass. We don't do that Mickey Mouse stuff, because there's a lot of people too getting popped for illegal smogs. And at this point, because we're star certified, and it takes a lot to get star certified. There's different levels to smog. There's regular smog, there's test only, and then there's star stations, and then there's star stations with repair, which is what we have.
Oh,
You know, like, so there'll be a star station that's test only, so they can't fix the car there.
okay.
You know,
A lot of people don't know. I believe Misfit shot a video there, huh?
yeah. Well, we've shot a few actually at this. Yeah. We had this guy. I had a video with King Drew, who recently died. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
We shot a video there. It was like with oh man, I forgot what it's called. My Block. It's called My Block with Misfit Soto and
Okay.
like, it was a bunch of people. I can't remember everybody.
Yeah. So, and then for a while, you were actually filming his videos.
Yeah. I mean, if he still asked me to do it, like, you know, I'm gonna go do it. That's the homie. But sometimes, you know, if he wants me to do it now, you know, gotta look out.
Right. You
Gas money, some.
yeah, exactly. Okay.
You know, but I choose not to do a lot of music videos and stuff like that because it's too much stress. I see what other guys that do music videos go through, and sometimes they go and film all these videos, and now they got all these videos that they have to edit, and they got to sit in their house for days.
And then many times not even get paid. Not even get paid, because I've known videographers that have filmed videos, and then when they contact the rapper, hey man, I got your video done. Then you know what they say? Oh man, can you just do it on the strength? Because right now I'm not doing too good.
Yeah.
Look, nobody works for free, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody works for free. Go ahead.
The only way I would probably video without having someone pay is if they gave me half the monetization on the video. Then I'll do it, you know. But I know people don't want to do that. Like, that's your money, you know. Of course,
Yeah.
it would be like giving me half your masters, I would guess. You know, maybe not the master itself, but the video usually does better than the song itself.
See, but the video wouldn't be out unless you did it. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like, it's like somebody producing hit records for someone, and then they give them, $500. Meanwhile, that song goes platinum. He sells 1 million copies, and he makes all this money. And meanwhile, this guy got crumbs.
Yeah.
Crumbs.
It happens, man.
It happens like
and
that.
then
You're right.
what was that? Greedy Greg?
Remember
how many times he said, you asked him, how many artists ditched you after they made it? And he's like, all of them.
All of them.
He said all of them.
All of
them.
them.
So a lot of people, that do work out there for free for other artists. Make sure if you do it for another artist, make sure it's somebody that's your homie, that you like, that you give a fuck about. And if you're going to do it for free, that's on you, and don't expect nothing back if you do something for free.
Yeah.
But if that out of their kindness of their heart, they'll come out of pocket with something, then that's respected even more. But if your video does real good, it's just mandatory. You got to look out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially because getting millions of views on YouTube, that means millions of people saw your face. And even if it wasn't 1 million, at least 500,000 people over and over and over again watched it.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. And that's one thing, let me speak to you producers. Look, you may not like what I'm about to say because I'm from the old school. I'm from a different era. But get your paperwork ready. When an artist comes and tells you, let's do an album, get your paperwork ready. Because many times, a lot of these producers have handed over the music and then expect payment, and they never hear from that guy again. Okay? I've had producers and rappers that have told me they got dogged like that. And you know who's doing it? Believe it or not, since the majority here are all Raza and Raza do that to each other.
Yeah, unfortunately. I've seen it I've seen it happen within the, and it's always becomes like that guy's going to be on the song too. Like, I can't do it for free then, or
right.
Stuff like that. I'm just, because I work with a lot of artists. It's not just one artist, but yeah, just watching the shit that goes on behind the scenes, it sucks. Yeah. I think it's very stressful, especially if you're trying to make it on as a rapper. There's gonna be a lot of hard fucking times.
Right. And let me say this before we open up the phone lines. Again, future podcasters, one thing that you can expect. Now, I don't want to sound like a doom and gloom or somebody that always has bad news, but I want to give it to you real, because this is the reality of this business. If your podcast begins to do well, expect the hate level to go up times 10, That's just the truth. That's just the way it is. Many of you that have followed me since day one have had front row seats to everything that I went through, because this podcast was doing well. It was shining light on our people, and our own people was trying to destroy something that was created for them. Okay?
Typical.
So expect that if your podcast begins to do well and you're out there shining light on us, and if you're out there spreading a positive message, it's going to come. It's going to come from the people that are not getting what you have because they didn't work for it.
Or it's oh, he's not real, or oh, you know, he doesn't have proof of anything, you know, or
yeah, you know.
But then again, and the problem is that a lot of people are fucking liars.
Of course,
they say a lot of shit and swindle a lot of people and think that nobody's gonna remember them or their face.
Yeah. You know, when people come in here and then they go walk into my room and they see all my pictures and everybody that I've worked with, everybody that I filmed, everybody that I produced, everybody that I've, you know, interviewed, they, in a nutshell, they see my whole history.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't really say nothing. And you know who pays me like the most homage? Those that have made it already. Honestly, they pay me the most homage. You know why? Because a winner has no reason to hate.
And you know, another thing is that a lot of people that look up there, they don't know those people. So that's how you know that they haven't made it really, because all those people that you have on those photos and stuff are somebody's.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of and old school people, you know, and people that don't know who they are, they're like ignorant to the own rap shit that they're trying to fucking.
Right. And you know the thing is that, like I said, a winner has no reason to hate because they're winning. You know, it's always people, sad to say, that for no reason they choose not to like you because they see the blessings that are falling upon your life and they don't have that. If you didn't work for it, you know, how can you expect something? You know? Yeah. So, but most people would rather just, let me fucking just demolish what he has and then I'll be the next guy.
Yeah, and it sucks. Yeah, well, some people will step on you to get to their next level. Yeah. But they only make it so far though, because that shit comes back to you. And you never know who you're stepping on. Exactly. And who they know, and who, like, so you might be talking shit to a guy that is related to somebody you're trying to work with, or you never
know who you're talking to. Absolutely. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and bring Norbert back. We're gonna go ahead and let's get the phone lines ready.
All right.
And we'll go ahead and I don't know, have some drinks afterwards. Celebrate. Hey, once again, let me give a shout out to Jen from Fashion Town for blessing me with this hat. Los Angeles, in Spanish, Los Angeles. Jen from Fashion Town. Look up Jen from Fashion Town. And, you know, once again, if you go to Fashion Town, tell him Tony A sent you. And he'll give you 10% off with the Roadium Radio promo code. And I'm just playing. Okay? So let's go ahead and put the should be on. We're only going to take a few calls. We're not going to be on too long because I'm not trying to be on here that long. You know, I missed a little bit of Sunday Night Football for this. And tomorrow I'm going to miss it because Candyman's going to be here. So
it's worth it.
Yeah.
Candyman.
Who's playing tomorrow? Do you know?
I don't know. I think, I don't know. I'm not even going to try to guess.
Okay.
I just wanted to let people know that Nacho Granny's Cookies is dope as.
Yeah, Nacho Granny's Cookies.
I mean, it's good for going to sleep also.
Nacho Granny's.
You wake up high.
Yeah, Nacho Granny's panties. So, okay, you wake up high.
You do? I woke up high. I was
okay, let's go. Shit. We got a first caller here. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
My name's Daniel from Santa Maria.
What's up, Daniel from Santa Maria? You have a question?
No, I just wanted to spread a little. So I had the opportunity to see Candyman yesterday.
Oh, dope!
The rapper.
Yes.
Out in Santa Maria, but unfortunately I couldn't get in time. So I basically heard him from maybe like a football field away.
Oh wow! Okay.
And then furthermore, Second and None was opening up also for Ice Cube. And Yeah, I basically kind of missed them too. I didn't get actually on the bench to actually see them, but I heard them perform, and they definitely sounded like they did like 30 years ago.
That's dope. You know what? That's one thing about
yeah,
a performer.
Man.
A performer, I believe, should be able to sound the way his record came, like the way his record sounds.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that's the best part about the music from back then. You know, it's crazy. You said that back then you guys only had like about 10 minutes to pretty much say everything. Yeah. I think that's what makes you guys from that time the best. That's why you're still relevant today, because you guys had to work for it. You guys had to struggle. You guys sharpen your sword.
Yeah.
And you're still cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and you know, and Ice Cube too, man. He sounds good, man. He looked good too.
That's dope, man. So he tore it up then.
Yep. I missed it was a good day though.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how, but it was like this last song. But I saw most of the songs, so I was getting, listening to that old school gangster rap. I felt like I was getting violent, but I was drinking those Michelob Ultras. I never really drink them.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they make me a little out there, but I was basically yelling to Ice Cube's, lyrics. I felt like I was doing it right behind people's ears, and I don't know what the hell I was doing, but it was a good time though.
That's what's up. That's how you know it's good. That's how you know they're really bringing it out of you.
All good,
for sure, man.
All good, my brother.
Yeah, you guys have a good night, man.
Okay, my brother. You have a blessed one.
Tony, let me ask you: if Kanye ran for president with Ice Cube as his vice president, would you vote for? Okay,
no.
I just want to ask.
No. No, first. Okay.
You wouldn't want Ice Cube to be the vice president?
Call her your name and where you calling from?
She's 21 years old.
Jeez.
Hello? She's 21 years old. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. So maybe he was drinking those Michelob Ultras.
He might have.
You know what I'm saying?
Might have been the seltzers.
Or he might have had some Nacho Granny's cookie medicated.
Hey, that's what's up.
Okay, callers, come on, man. If not, we're going to end this show, and then we're just going to go ahead and...
that was a cookie and a White Claw.
Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, Mr. Swish from Lamita area.
What's up, Swish? Are you the one that just called with the 21 thing?
Yeah, my bad.
All good. You drinking?
I was in a different conversation, and I realized I didn't realize I was on that. But my question is, first off, for Norbert.
Oh, sure. Shoot.
Norbert's first question.
All right, here we go. All right, so what do you think about as far as today's style? As far as you got the Cholo style, you have that thin fucking Abercrombie and Fitch, fucking wearing designer. And then you have people coming back with the vintage clothes. But I see you wearing the old flannels. You know what I'm saying? And my boy Tony Elway always rocking the worker truck shirt.
Yep.
Keeping it West Coast. How do you guys feel about that?
How I feel about it? I mean, if you want just like a clown, just like a clown. You want just like a man, just like a man.
So how do you feel you're dressed?
I think I'm dressed like I'm ready to go to work. I'm ready to put in work.
Okay.
That's just for me. I mean, I get what you're saying. The acro. I can't even say that name. But I think they only make
Abercrombie or something like that.
I think they only make extra small, and medium.
Abercrombie, people wearing them tight ass fucking clothes and jeans and shit.
They only have those sizes. Extra small.
Can't even walk like a newborn deer.
Yeah, you know what? I'll be honest with you, bro. I never understood that, man.
I don't know how these fat dudes pull it off.
You see their
titties out. You see their gut out. They're still sporting it.
Everything.
Look, let me give an example. I saw this chubby dude. Hold on. I saw this he had white, tight, skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Okay. And he bent over. Now, he's not a friend, but I know who this guy is. And I noticed he didn't have drawers on. This fat dude. So the way I am, I brought it to his attention. I was like, hey, bro, you over here fucking giving me the plumber look. Like, what's up with that? He goes, this is what he said. He said, oh, man, these are some expensive pants, bro. You don't have to wear underwear with these.
Oh.
What?
Now, first of all, he's fat, okay?
Oh.
And he's got white skinny jeans. If you don't wipe your ass, sooner or later it's going to sink through.
It's going to sink through. You fat guys need to stop wearing that. I mean, I'm fat too, but I'm not going to wear that shit either. You know what? Hey, while I'm here, let me shout out these super chats because they were coming through.
Let him do it. Let's finish up this phone call.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, my brother. Thank you, man. Was that it?
Yeah, that was it, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro.
All right,
Thank you.
got
Have a
it.
good night.
Stay blessed, homie. Okay, we'll take care of that at the end.
Dope.
Okay. Okay, let's get a couple of more phone calls, and then do you want to start drinking or not yet?
You know, we're right here. We could drink.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Bring me, bring us all both a Pacifico, and Espalon is right there. Okay.
Go. Dude.
So
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get one for more 1916.
yeah, hold on. Okay, caller, your name and where you calling from?
Tony, Norby, what's up, man? This is Fernando calling from Lake Tahoe.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Fernando? Right now, Norbert's getting us a beer right now, so he's taking a little 5-second break. But what's good, my brother? You got a question for us?
Yeah, everything's good. Hey, Tony, I never really. I know you guys had a Nate No Face a while back.
Yes.
But what are your thoughts on punk music, like the Dead City Punk, Nate No Face, all those guys? What are your thoughts on punk music, brother?
I like punk music, bro. But you know what? Somebody asked me, I guess, my favorite punk bands. And I'm going to be 100 with you, bro. I'm going to name you the punk bands that I grew up listening to. And
Okay.
obviously, the first punk band was The Clash. My second
Classic.
punk band was Fishbone. I love Fishbone. And then Six Pistols, bro. So, you know, those are probably three popular ones. Now, am I familiar with the punk music of today? No, I'm not, bro. So, but that's what I grew up with. And I admire, I really like punk music, bro. So, yeah. So,
I like Nirvana.
Cool. Hey,
now, do you consider Nirvana punk, though?
Yeah, right. What would you consider?
That was considered grunge, I believe. That's what they said. I don't know, bro.
I don't know. That's what I grew up.
Hey, caller, what do you think Nirvana is? Would you consider them punk?
You know what? They were the '90s. They were called grunge when I was in high school.
Yeah, see. That's
Okay,
it.
grunge.
You know, now let me ask you this. Can you give me your top three punk bands?
Yeah, Sex Pistols. You know what? I've been listening to a lot of these Dead City Punks out of LA, and then some Black Flag.
Oh yeah, Black. Yes. And I was a big ska fan
But
too.
shout out to you guys.
Shout out to you too, man.
Oh, so Ska's really good, man.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
Norby, good to see you on live, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys can finally see me.
All right, brother. You stay blessed, homie.
You too, homie. Thank you.
You got it. Okay, cool. I appreciate those kind of questions because, we rarely ever get them like that. So
Yeah.
let me see. Caller, your name or where you calling from?
Yo, what's up, man? Calling from Phoenix.
What's up, my brother?
Phoenix.
You got a
What's
question for
up,
us?
man? So, knowing like that you're a DJ and whatnot, what do you think about like the whole Houston screwed and chopped scene? If you know anything about it,
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again?
like knowing that you're a DJ,
Yes.
I don't know if like you're familiar with the whole Houston screwed and chopped scene.
Screwed and chopped.
No, screwed and chopped. Yeah, it was that style of music. Like it was kind of slowed down and repetitive a little bit, right? Like it was
Right.
It was by DJ Screw, like he invented it or something, right?
You know what, bro? In all honesty,
Right.
I really don't know much about that, so it wouldn't be fair for me to give my opinion because I haven't. I'm not familiar with.
Same
it, bro.
here. I mean, Alex knows more about it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, all good, man, for sure.
Okay, brother. Thank you, man.
That was that Mike Jones era.
Okay.
Mike Jones.
Thank you. All right. There he goes. Let's keep it going. We got a couple of more minutes. I would say maybe about 15 more minutes. Okay. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
What's up, fellas? It's the Snowman from San Pedro. How you guys doing tonight?
The snowman was just
Snowman.
here not too long ago.
I know, right?
Yeah, he was here kicking it with us.
How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good, bro. I'm about to
My
feel much
question
better.
is, that's good. That's good. My question is, when is Esteban Oriol getting invited back to the show?
Well-
I actually met him when I was working security one day,
Uh-huh.
and he was taking some crazy pictures, and I just wanted to call, hopefully get through to see if he's ever going to release those photos. So I want to know when he's coming back to the pod.
Okay, well, you know what? The thing is this, like, I've already interviewed like Steven like 4 times here, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and of course, Esteban, much love to him. He's always welcome. But he was here not too long ago, like maybe maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah, we're taking calls with him.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I remember. I missed it. I watched it too late. I repeated the episode, but dang, I missed that. But yeah, that would be cool if you guys could get him again.
In the future, he'll definitely be back, bro.
Well, I'm hoping he does a photo shoot with you. We're gonna see you in the black and white.
You see my black and white and without no shirt, so you can show off this.
I was actually working security at EDC. It's like a rave event back in the I can't remember.
It's in Vegas now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the USC stadium. I was working security there, and when all the kids were jumping the fences, he was taking pictures of that. And I'm sure it'll be a pretty dope book or whatever he's gonna do with those photos. So I wanted to ask him, but I missed the last episode.
Yeah, I know he has a lot of those pictures where he's going to release them as books. If you listen to the last episode, I know he said he's got several books coming out.
Yeah. He wants to start his own museum. I think he has enough to fill out a museum.
He does. Yeah, he does. So, hey, Snowman, thank you, bro.
Yeah, hopefully, you guys have a good one. All right, Tony, have a good one.
You too, bro.
Yeah.
Let's keep it pushing.
Yeah, it's incredible.
You know how I'm surprised it's not called? I think this might be him. Call her your name and where you calling from?
Oh, you already know it's the box, man. That thing was the first thing box. Legendary, homie.
I've been seeing you.
Legendary.
Wait, is this a real box or is this a clone box?
No, this is a real box. This is a real box. The real box.
All right.
Box Contreras. And I was on Salinas Reports earlier today, and I broadcasted the new podcast that's going to come out. It's going to be Box Contreras live on 5. My brother West Coast Graffiti is gonna help me out on that, and I wanted to call him, brother, because saludos to that vato, homie. That's solid as vato. It's gonna be Box Contreras live in 5. That's gonna be the new podcast. I'm broadcasting it on the second time today on my brother, other than Roadium Radio, brother.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Okay, so you know what? This is what I want to bring right here, brother. You guys are doing great things. This is one thing I wanted to bring up, brother. And 28, you're my brother, and you know, con todo respeto.
Sí.
When Candyman said he couldn't do it, how did you feel that? Because I was kind of like, sentido in a little way, like, oh man, I thought Vato was gonna. That's Candyman, Holmes. You know what I'm saying? And then he just turned around and was like, oh, I gotta wait till Monday.
No, you know what? This has happened not too many times, but it has happened because, for an example, before I answer that question, Cap G from Atlanta, you know, a Mexican rapper.
Yeah, I remember him.
He was supposed to be here, I believe, on a Sunday, and then he said, "Can I do it tomorrow?" Yeah. And we ended up doing it around 12 in the afternoon. I never did that, but because he lived that far, I went ahead and did it. A lot of people don't know Candyman lives in Texas. He flew in for yesterday's show. His reason for not being able to make it, I cannot disclose, but it was a medical reason, and I'll leave it at that. Yeah. But he will be tomorrow, and I respect that from him. At least he called me and told me. He just didn't give me a text.
Yeah, that's cool. And he did the video. He did that video.
And he did the video explaining it.
You know what was the cool thing is that when you did the public service announcement, what's called a PSA, public service announcement, where he had said it himself, and I was like, oh, feed him it. But also to the vato next to you, I'm glad he's on here because that's a solid homie to come up and jump up and do what he had to do. Yeah. For you know, that's freedom as hell, man. Like I respect that. One more thing, 28, brother, 28.
Yeah.
You know, I'm coming up from the roots up. So when I do the podcast, I hope you support me in anything I do. I know I'm a nobody and I'm starting from the ground up, you know, a little root coming up, but I'd appreciate it if you support me and anyone else, you know. I got a lot of solid homies that are going to do it, but without you, 28, and without West Coast Graffiti, without APA family, without Gil, American Cholo, Boo Boo, and everyone, I'm only doing this because you guys have supported me and always been cool with me, and I greatly appreciate that.
Absolutely, bro.
You know, that means a lot to me.
As long as you're blessing our people, educating our people, motivating our people,
100.
You know, it's 100, bro. You got my 100% support.
And you know, like Tony always says, everybody starts off as a nobody.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah,
just be different.
But it's the box. It's the box, man. I got 25,000 views without a channel on YouTube, on homies, just on comments.
Hell yeah.
Just on comments alone.
Box, just be
and I haven't even hit that.
The more successful you become, those haters are going to come out, and you better be ready to ignore it.
Oh, okay. So hold on. Porfa, give me like 1 more minute, porfa. Remember 28 when you had Big Thames, not even Big Thames. I can't remember the Vato Frank, the Vato before him. Did you see all them fake boxes on there? There was like 4 or 5 of them on there making fun of me, man. I'm like, what the fuck did I do to these Vatos?
Oh, okay. 4 different fake boxes in there.
For reals?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there was like 4 fake. You know, I was like, hey, Vatos, what did I do to you guys? Like, I don't go. If you want to run my palabra, my CDC, go ahead. That's public knowledge. Go ahead. I'm not hiding nada. I'm in the SGV. I will meet you on Garvey. I will meet you wherever you want to meet me. I'm not a violent man. By no means necessary. I'm not a violent man. But I'm not coming on here to cause problems or to start violence. I'm just a vato like everyone else and keeping the cultura.
Right.
Box, you just got to remember, that is their intention. They want to get you out of character.
Yeah.
They want that.
Yeah. Bro, here's where you're going to find
that. They don't want to get me out of that.
Here's where you're going to find that if you have thick skin or thin skin, bro.
Yeah,
you got to have thick skin for this, bro.
You're right.
So, all right.
You got to take the good with the bad. But brothers, thank you very much for taking my call. 28, you're my brother. And one day when I start my podcast, it's going to be you, American Cholo, and a West Coast Graffiti APA family, and so on and so forth. That you guys are going to be on my podcast. That you guys are going to make me. And I thank you guys very much for your support, brother.
Hell yeah.
Love you guys, man.
Stay blessed, brother. All right, let's keep it going. We got maybe about 7 more minutes because I'm not going to be on here too long. So let's hit us with the phone calls and a ver qué pasa. Once again, Nacho Granny's cookies on the description. Medicated. After you take these, you're going to be relocated. Okay? Let's go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Salvador in Sacramento. What's up, Tony?
Salvador in Sacramento. What's up, my brother?
Hell yeah.
Not much, brother. I'm going to turn off my TV. My bad.
All good.
Thank you.
I just wanted to, sorry, Norbert. I know I was slapping you guys and bumping your stuff, and then I'm like, wait, they answered the phone. Let me turn this off.
Appreciate you.
I just wanted to comment on something that Bozo said on the American Cholo podcast, and I guess it's more of opinion and just more of discussion here than actually a question for both you gentlemen. And it's always going to be a controversial topic, right? If somebody asked him about what he felt about the Raza here connecting with, Northerners, or I don't know if they're active or not, and then signing with Southerners and doing distribution deals and all that good stuff. And I love Bozo's music. You can hear the lyricism, the history of hip hop behind his words, and the passion from the streets. And so I just much respect to Bozo and his whole campo. But I was really upset by the stance that he continues to take when it comes to that issue of either just staying silent or kind of trying to preach unification. Now, which was cool. He did say that he would do a charity event with Northerners. Like if there was something that they were going to do for the community, he said, vámonos, vamos a jalar and get some work done, right, in the community, but not for entertainment purposes, not for making money purposes. And that's much respect. But I can also see in his soul that he continues to divert back to what he knows, right? And he has such a large platform that I wish he would just stay silent and not speak on guerra, not speak on violence, because it's misguiding to our youth. I'm in a town, in a city where I work with youth, and there's all kinds of bloodshed that's occurring right up here and everywhere in our comunidades and in our own little respective barrios. If you're in Southern California, Arizona, it's just a cycle, right? But up here, it's the north and the south, right? Yeah. And he, was saying things that one side is taking more losses than the other, and vamos a ver,
almost like antagonizing our raza and our cultura, and it's very divisive with our youngsters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
¿Me entiendes? And I just wanted to speak on that and just say, with that platform and his position that he's in now, it's almost like, go with the entertainment side now, please, and continue to make money legitimately and preach something different. You are full in. You are all in, cards all dealt, an entertainer and a role model for all of us. And we love you, Bozo. And so that's just what I wanted to say and share tonight.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to ask you something. When he said what he said, because I didn't listen to it.
Yeah.
In all fairness, so it's very hard for me to give my opinion on that. What was, if any, Gil American Cholo's response to anything he might have said regarding up north, Northerners or whatnot?
Gil, I think, didn't really say much on it other than he wanted Bozo to be his true self. Like, let it out, dog. You know, like, we want to get, you know, the pot stirred here. Like, you're free to speak, Bozo. And Gil also did say, though, that he does not mind working with Northerners, because Bozo obviously knows Gil has a distribution deal or like a new platform that's being created by Mr. Gold Toes.
Yeah.
And so Gil just said he has no problem, you know, working with anybody that's from another city or what have you, and that he doesn't think there is a difference between our cultura, whether you're on this side or that side, or, you know, your grandma's from Guadalajara or, you know, Morelia.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just going to reiterate what I said one time when I interviewed Mr. Shadow from San Diego. And I got a lot of views on that because it was very controversial, where I addressed that I had already booked Ex Norteño, which was, you know, with much love and respect to David Rocha, a.k.a. Sardino.
Yeah.
Okay. I had booked him. And I said, I'm never going to judge Raza by their geographical location.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, with respect to Bozo, we've never had that type of conversation.
No, I'm glad you know, I haven't heard that.
I brought him here, I believe, and I think we confirmed that the interview that he had here was his first interview ever.
Yeah.
Okay, on a podcast. And I got love for him and I respect him. Now, do we see things differently? Of course, possibly, because if that's the way he feels from what you're telling me, I see things different. I see Raza as Raza, regardless of where you live.
Yeah,
now,
definitely.
When it comes to street politics, I don't try to entertain that because street politics and me, if you will, like, I guess I don't have anything to do with that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Neither do I.
This podcast has nothing to do with street politics. And I had a conversation with Bozo one time, and we were having a conversation, and I had told him that somebody had a problem with an artist that I was bringing here. And here's what he said: bro, yours is a hip-hop podcast, bro. It's not a mainline podcast. It's not a penitentiary podcast.
No.
Like, you know, this is not anything like that. This is just, we want to shine light on our people. And I'm glad he
said hip-hop, because it's hip-hop.
Yeah. I want to shine light on our people, bro. And look, because you live out there, I can't talk to you. You know.
This is why me personally, I rather not delve into street politics, specifically street politics. I'm not affiliated, so I feel I have no right to talk about those politics.
Neither do I.
That being said, though, if it's happening in my community, I would talk about it because it's personally affecting me. But if you're talking about somebody from the north or somebody from the south, I mean, you got to ask yourself, how is it affecting you? I mean, and then this is why I love Roadium Radio, because it's hip hop. There's no politics here. We're not trying to spread negativity. Right. We're just trying to uplift our community, uplift our people. And unfortunately, some podcasters, you know, they like to keep putting it out there, and some artists love to push it out there too, which is sad because it just brings us back.
It truly does.
We take steps back when we give it power.
Yeah,
it's like the devil. The more you talk about it, the more you give it power.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that. The more you talk about it, I think it's really, 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 really progressive though, the way you, Tony, and other podcasters that are Raza have opened up the table for these discussions, and that's a step forward. So like, no judgment, on my part for any of the
the rappers that are, you know, active. They're actively in the streets, but they're also making music. And I think that the consciousness just has not hit that level yet to see the bigger picture. Like, yo, I have a voice. I could be a Cesar Chavez for our people here for a little bit. And, you know, break down those barriers that have really continued to hold back our communities. And the only reason why I talk like this is because I do work with youngsters. I work with high schoolers. And I remember what it was like to be in the life and from a barrio. And so now I preach something totally different. I'm like, God damn it, Bozo, here we go. Now, like, I'm going to have a bunch of bodies pop up on Monday at work, and I got to mediate the peace, you know? And I'm trying to speak, you know, my tongue is different than that of what somebody would be in street politics or actively being released from a bid, coming back to the streets or active, you know what I mean? And so it's just difficult, you know, it's just hard, you know, and at the end of the day, I just really appreciate these tables, you know, la mesa está abierta para todos. And that's really what it's about, is us uplifting the cultura. And Tony's always done that from the get-go. And I'm just, you know, Tony, your drive, your passion, your dedication, bro, I mean, is unwavered. And since you came into YouTube, I was just fascinated by the history, the historia y la cultura that hip hop was, and how it related to me as a Chicano, and even as a person not from the LA area, but from a whole nother area. It just, you know, has kept me a supporter, and I'm glad that there's a place for our voice here with you, Senor. So muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping the youth.
I want to end this phone call with this, bro. I got a DM one time about a year ago, and somebody wrote me like this. He said, "Why are you trying to unite sureños with norteños?" That was the DM. It was from a fake page, but they were asking. And I'm glad he asked me. Because here's what I said. Is there anything wrong with me wanting to see Raza in unity?
Nope.
That's all I said. He didn't reply.
You know, it's crazy because we could learn a lot from the North as much as the North can learn from the South.
No, but hold on. See, that's the problem right there. We keep saying the North and the South.
You're right. We're all in the same place.
Thank you.
It's all one big place.
You know,
it's all two big continents of us brown people.
That's the problem. We need to stop.
You're right. Totally right on that.
Anyways,
the light bulb, man. La prende la luz. That was it. The light bulb. The light bulb went off right there. That's
Viva la raza, carnal.
But you know what? I'm glad he's holding podcasters accountable.
Okay, bro. Stay blessed on me.
Thank you, man.
Okay. We're going to take 2 more phone calls, and that's it. 2 more phone calls. Caller, your name, and where are you calling from?
Hey, man, this is Shy Boy. I'm right here in Bell Garden.
Shy Boy.
What's up, Shy Boy? How you doing tonight? You got a question?
Yeah, but no, I just want to speak about, like, our people that you guys are saying. Like, right here, we're trying to talk about our people, right? And, but how do we get it so we see each other, like, as one people? Because, you know, we're all Mexican, right? But we're all different people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can we all bring all of us to be one? Because we can't. I mean, we can see it. Mexicans, there's like all kinds of Mexicans, you know?
Yeah.
So how can we, because, you know, the original was like the Azteca. That was the original Mexican, right? That's what we're known for, the Azteca, right?
Yeah. That's the tribe.
But what do we do when we're all different kind of Mexicans? How do we, because like, they won't associate with that because like, that's not them. But how do we all bring each other to one? Because I think that's why there's a lot of conflict with our people, you know?
Yeah.
Why we don't come together.
You know what? That's the $1 billion
question. So what do we
question.
do with that?
That's the $1 billion question, bro. And does any man have any answer
and
for that?
The thing
is knowledge, education. Yeah. Teach your children.
Yeah. Okay, can I finish, Norbert?
I'm sorry. Go. I thought you were asking me a question.
It's a rhetorical, Farley. Anyways, go ahead, brother. Will you finish?
Yeah, I was just saying, yeah, because, I mean, we all can be, like, our people are Mexican and stuff. We can be powerful, but like I said, because we're so different, it's hard for us to get all together. But at the end of the day, it's like, I just want the best for our people and for everyone, you know, like here, like this shit, we're all divided here, you know, in the States. And I just want everyone to come together, but obviously it's not easy, you know, we all have differences, but hopefully we could come to a solution so our people could be more out there and, you know, doing good.
Yes. No, you know what?
No gang stuff.
I appreciate your call and I appreciate your question. You know, one thing that comes to my mind is this: my people perish for the lack of knowledge, and I believe that's where you were going, Norbert. We need to educate our people.
Yes.
You know, and I believe.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what it is? We learn different. We're different people. We're all different people. We all learn different. So when you're in a system where it's like, to make money, you have to be a lawyer, a doctor, and all this stuff. But it's like our people don't learn how they do. They don't believe what they believe in. They believe in pills, and we believe in herbs. You know, it's like we're different people. So it's like, and on our own land, we're struggling because they want to live the system they want to live. And we don't even have a say because why? We're outnumbered by everybody. You know, we can't even have control on our own land. We should be a president of the United States. All the presidents have been European, and then Obama, right? It's like the Aztecas, the indigenous people should be the president here in North America, Central America, and South America, because all the Americas were from Indios, all different kind of indigenas, right? We North America, the face of North America should not be a European person. It should be an Azteca person, right?
Should be a brown person.
I just feel like, I don't know why that hasn't happened. Why hasn't that happened in 2022? We know about Native Americans. Why aren't they in control of economy, health, everything? Why aren't they in control? That's how it should be. In Europe, white people are in control. In Asia, Asian people are in control. In Africa, Africans are in control of their own land. Why here, it's like, oh, we have to let them do what they want to do. And it's like, because we're outnumbered, right? And that's the thing. Like, how can we get our people to be this in the spotlight where we should be? Like, anytime we get brought up, no one wants to talk about it because they know we're pesado. We're strong, you know?
Yeah.
And anytime our people get brought up, the indigenous, no one wants to talk about it. Oh, shit, no, don't talk about that. Don't talk about that.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I have that in my blood, but my mom or my dad never told me nothing about that because they don't want to bring it up. Why? Because then I'll be like, what does that mean to be an indigenous person? But it's like, what do we do now that in 2022, it's like, that's just lost, you know?
Yeah.
No one even gives a crap about it. No one gives a shit about, like, the Indios. And those are the ones I feel like like when you go to TJ, a lot of them, they're the ones in the little, like, beat up homes and stuff, like in the little pueblos. Like, they have no money there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's like, why is it like that, bro?
You know what?
So, that's for our people.
Yes.
You know, that's why I'm saying that, for our people, you know? Because they don't talk about that in Fox or ABC. I mean, they do kind of shine a light, but
or even in the school
I
systems,
feel it's not enough.
Yeah.
They don't teach that in the schools. And I have to agree
Yeah,
with
bro,
everything you
we're
said,
always-
bro. I have to agree with everything you said.
But
You know what?
don't get me wrong. There's a lot of our people that are smart and they just do their own thing and they're very successful here. But
Yes.
there's a lot of majority of us are like lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether if it's drugs or something, but you know, we got to fix our people because we should be. You know, we only see one-sided. Like one kind of people are doing better than the other, and it's been like that for a long time. You know.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And it's like, what do we got to do to make it feel equal? You know,
Yes.
so we're all equal. We're not,
Yeah.
you know, one's richer than the other, one's better than the other. Like,
Yeah.
how do we get to we're just not about that? You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Norbert,
But, hey, man.
you want to add anything to that before?
You know what? I get what he's saying, and I want to tell you, we're not outnumbered. We have the numbers. I mean, that's why Biden yelled at
But the thing
the
is
black
to
community
unite,
and
to-
told them,
to
if
unite it-
you guys want to, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, the thing we're powerful, but that, like I was saying, we're all different. We're all different people, and trying to say we're in one, being Mexican, right?
Mm.
But it's like I said, there's so many different razas of Mexican that it's not like one raza because we're all different. So how do we bring that number together? Because I know there's different kind of Mexicans and they do unite, but for the most part, I feel that's why it's not very strong. It's just here and there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how you do that is stop accepting the fact that there are borderlines in all of these countries.
I wish there was no borders. There
I mean,
shouldn't be. I don't know why
but
there's a damn border there.
They're there so
There
that
should-
you can see that we're all divided. It's intentional. You need. They want.
That's what I'm
They
saying. Like,
want you to
dude,
see a
there's no reason
divided
why the richness
continent.
that in North America, there's no reason why all that richness shouldn't pass through Central, to Mexico and South America, man.
You know,
there's no reason. It's right there.
It's funny
They're
that
all connected.
you know,
Why isn't it?
Sorry.
Why is it just in North America? Why isn't it spread? It should have been spread. It's like all going to Europe. All the money's going to Europe and other places.
Yeah,
It should be going to the Americas.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the problem. That people need to see where the truth is.
Well, I'm glad you said that.
Is like what's going on, you know?
Yeah. Well,
you know what, bro? Let me say this to you, and because you sound very educated in this subject, let me encourage you to start.
Bro, I just got woken up. I know, when I got woke, you know how they say you get woke?
Look, I understand that. But let me tell you this. Why don't you start your own platform and start sharing what you have? This is the...
Actually, dude, it's just the whole thing about being a target. Like, when I start talking about this, you never know who's going to come at you saying about Azteca and stuff, because that's pesado, you know, stuff. That's like gang-related
but
stuff,
hold on.
you know? Like,
you know what? Look, let me tell you something. If I would have worried about that, I wouldn't be here 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah,
you can't worry about that.
I know, bro, but like
those are tribes. If you're a part of that tribe, then that's great.
I'm
know
not
your
part,
tribe.
but see, that's the thing, bro. Like I said, a lot of us Mexicans, we don't talk about that. Why? Because it becomes a problem. It divides families, right? Because that happens because, you know, you have güeros and then you have the brownies, right?
You have the European
descendants. Is a big tension right there. That's why we don't come. What?
Yeah.
We have European descendants. That's
I'm
what
saying
you're talking about.
That's true, right? That's true. What are you talking about?
No, I was just saying because you said that there's whitey Mexicans, but they're European descendants.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. There's a big issue with that conflict of the division, because they say no, we're all one. We also say no, somos unos.
You got to remember that's all intentional.
You know, you're not the same.
You got to remember that's all intentional. That's all intentional. You got to remember in Mexico's history, the one president that wanted to give power to the people was Benito Juarez. And as soon as he started doing that, they replaced him with another president called Porfirio Diaz, which the United States, Spain, France, and England all supported.
That's what I'm saying. It just feels like Mexico should be, you know, a lot better, so the people won't have to feel they have to just come to North America to be rich.
Oh, good.
You know, they don't have to be able. They don't have to feel like I have to cross the border to be rich.
They shouldn't. It's education.
But
like I said, it's education. You need to spread more.
The money's going to one place. Well, I feel like there's a lot of our Raza that want to get educated, but they feel so intimidated. They feel so scared. They don't know about it because the cycle has been, no, this is your place and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Agreed, bro.
We're just stuck on a certain level.
Right.
Like, we ain't breaking through that.
We are.
Because we're still, it's like a trauma, you know?
We are. We're breaking through. I mean? We're breaking through. I see.
Okay, check this out, brother. You know what? With all due respect, we're going on 10 minutes. So I got one more phone call.
Bye, bro.
It's all good, brother.
Hey, viva la Raza, brother.
That's right.
And hopefully we find a solution. We find a solution to all this. You know what I mean?
Okay,
so we all could be living good and not homeless and nothing.
Absolutely. You stay blessed, homie. Okay, let's keep it pushing. We got time for one more phone call. Yes, Tuvo. I'd like to apologize once again. You know what? I respectfully say this, Norbert. I tell people, it's just calling with your question. It's not a conversation. We're not here to debate.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people want to lecture. I'm not saying he was. I respect where he's coming from.
Yeah, he's passionate.
Caller, your name and where are you calling from? You are the last caller.
Hey, buenas noches, Tony. Buenas noches, Norbert.
Buenas noches.
Hey, Tony, how about them Cowboys, baby?
How about them Cowboys, baby? You know what? Let me tell you. Hold on. He's talking to me. Okay? Somebody go get the belt. Anyways, much love to Norbert. La chancla. Anyways, the first half I didn't like. I thought Dak. I expected that from Dak, but we're playing a 1-4 Detroit Lions team. We should have been fucking smashing. Okay? It wasn't until the second half that, you know, but look, let me tell you something. I'm glad we won, but it's going to take Dak one more game for us to get the full Dak. So,
Tony, I have a question. What football player made you go for the Dallas?
It wasn't no football player. It was the team, homie.
It was the team, really?
It was the team.
I have
team.
I have the theory that it's
America's
always a
team.
player than America's team.
It's America's team, homie. Look I love Michael Jordan and played for the Bulls, but I was never a Bulls fan. I was a Michael Jordan fan.
You're a Jordan fan.
Okay? But now it was just a team.
Hey, look, this is why they're America's team. This is why they're America's team, because
Let's go.
wherever the Cowboys travel, they got fans there.
Hell
In
yeah.
stands.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you look at SoFi Stadium, it's more
Cowboy fans than
Then-
Rams or Chargers
Yeah,
fans, period.
yeah.
I don't care what you Raiders fans say. We outnumber you guys, period. That's it.
Hey, speaking
That's
of
a
those
fact.
stadiums, shout out to the Pachanga tribe because they own both of those stadiums.
Okay, well, I don't know the
I'm just-
Pachanga tribe. If you're watching, because if we give you a shout out, we deserve tickets.
And then
Anyways,
some casino.
yeah. Yeah. Give us the code to the casino.
Some
slots.
tokens.
Some tokens. What's up, my brother? You got a question?
Yeah, I got a question also. Hey Tony, so Chicano rap, what? And I'm asking you because, man, I've never heard you get the credit for it during this whole Chicano, I'm Chicano, you're not Chicano. In my opinion, you're the original Chicano, homie.
Thank you, my brother.
And you talk about it the least.
Yeah.
And that's a fact.
Well, you know, because I'm a humble person, so I put myself last, bro. You know, so I'm the kind of person that have, for an example, I think this will give you a beautiful picture of me as a person. Say I invite 20 friends over for a potluck.
Yeah.
You know, well, and everybody brings food or whatever.
Yeah.
I allow everybody to eat first, and I eat what's left over.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of do the same thing too.
I've always been that person. So I've always been someone to give flowers to a certain person. And if I get mine eventually, fine. I know what I've done, but you know, that's just me, man. I was raised by my mother and my father to be a humble man. So it's very hard for me to sit here and toot my own horn.
When do you ever find yourself in a situation where you
Those
got to
are
say
your
you're
Mexican
Chicano?
roots
Yes.
speaking for themselves, brother.
Yeah. So you're
We're
absolutely
respectful
right.
people, man.
Yep.
And that's what I do, bro. You know what? I respect people, and you know what? If it wasn't for my son, because I was always bragging about everybody else, and if it wasn't for my son telling me, Dad, what about your story? People need to hear your story. If it wasn't for him, I would have took everything to the grave.
Yeah.
You know what?
Shout out to B-SKANLESS.
Yeah. Like all those pictures, Norbert, back there, I never got them developed until after my son told me that. And that was about 3 years ago, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
That's history right there.
Yeah. I just had them all on, film, and I didn't care about it because I always put myself second before everybody else. You know.
And it's a trip, and it's cool that you always give, homage to Steve Yano.
Yeah, to everybody, bro. So, so that's just me, bro. So, but thank you for your kind and encouraging words, bro. I greatly appreciate, you sharing.
No, yeah, man, that's a fact. Anybody that doesn't recognize that is hating. My opinion.
Thank you.
It's true. It's true. I mean, dude, I've learned so much about West Coast rap because of you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have learned that from
You're original
anywhere else.
Chicano, homie. Come on.
Yeah. Thank you, my brother. I.
And last question, really quickly, Tony. So where do you see Chicano rap being at today, if it even exists?
Okay, you want me to give you a political answer or a real answer?
Can I give an answer?
He's talking to me,
No,
Norbert.
I want the real.
You talk about staying in your lane and you're not in
Norbert
your
can
lane.
give me the political answer.
You already know
Norbert
that.
can give me the
Thank
political
you.
answer, and
I
Tony gives
appreciate
me the real answer.
Yeah. Okay. Look, and I want to
Like,
speak.
where is it, brother? What like?
Okay, first and foremost, let me say this. And I want to speak into the minds and the hearts of Chicanos, first and foremost. I know that a lot of people have dreams. And I always tell people, you know what, if you're going to dream big. But if you're going to, he hung up.
Oh, but you can still finish.
But if you're going to dream, at least have the talent to back up that dream.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out there, to be honest with you, that shouldn't be rapping.
No, the cat in the hat raps.
Look, Norbert, let's be honest. There are more untalented Chicano rappers out there than talented.
Yes.
And what's happening, they are flooding the market, bro.
It's unfortunate, and it makes the wrong people famous.
Okay, but non-Chicano rappers also flood the market with trash.
No, and you are
you talking about trap?
absolutely right, but we are talking about Raza. That's what I'm saying now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is this, that here's the problem with our culture. We would rather go and line up and sleep overnight. And I don't have a problem with this. Snoop Dogg tickets, Ice Cube tickets, Kanye West tickets, 50 Cent tickets. Where are our Raza, Kanye West, 50, Snoops? Where are they?
They're there. They're there. They're
I
there.
got the answer for you. I
Go
got the
ahead.
answer for you.
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
We got those musical legends.
Yeah, we
but they're
do.
just not in hip hop.
Okay. And
I'm glad
I
he said that. I'm glad he said that.
no, but I have to agree with you. But you started this with Chicano rap, so I'm trying to keep it there.
Correct.
Well, good point.
Okay.
So, but I have to agree with you. Yes, they are not, because look at, bro. Let's be honest. Let's just look at Mexico, okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
We can go down the line from Vicente, from Juan Gabriel, to fucking. We can just keep going, bro. Legends, bro.
Yeah.
We could look at Ramon Ayala. Let's look at comedians. Mario Moreno, Cantinflas. Tintan. Clavillazo. Chespirito. Yeah, bro. Capolina. Like, we don't lack talent there.
Nope.
But why isn't it not transferring over here? Think about that. Why isn't it not? We can become legends over there, but why isn't it not transferring here?
Because we got put in the box.
Thank you.
We got put in the box, and we got put in the back of the aisle where we just sit there where nobody can see us. And we did that to ourselves. People are proud that we did that to ourselves.
Yes.
That's the funny part. They're proud that they created this box for our kind to be in the back shelf. They're proud of it.
I know.
They're like, you know what? I like that little small box because I can be the big one in that little small box.
I know.
It's sad. It's sad.
Look,
Where I think it went left was with the whole mixing gang culture going into the rap culture.
I agree with you.
Hip-hop culture.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%, bro. And that started around the 2000s.
Well, okay, let me ask you, Tony. What's the difference between an NWA lyrics with a Chicano rapper's gang lyrics?
Well, first and foremost, because NWA was claiming Compton, they weren't claiming Crip. Okay?
Right.
Okay.
Yep. It's
Right.
good.
Right.
I've heard Chicano rappers say Chicano rap is straight Sureño rap. So now we're putting it into a political, I guess, a political realm.
Another subcategory.
Yeah, it's like wow. It's like so now if you're a Chicano rapper, active Chicano rappers are gonna hold you accountable. Is he a real one?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, this is just rap.
Yeah. I think you said something about Kid Frost when they were asking about him.
They
said the first thing they asked, like, where's he from?
You know, it was funny because when that song came out in 1990, a lot of my homies, they were digging that song, La Raza.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was in the car. We were going to Lake out in, East Los.
Yeah.
And we were like, hell yeah, bumping this shit. He goes, what do you think? And I go, I love this fucking song. And then they instead of saying like, this song is fucking dope, this open doors, where's that fool from? And I was like, fuck, here we go. I knew it was going to be all bad.
It was on MTV, right?
Yeah. But, bro, Kid Frost performed at in Harlem at where fucking...
the Apollo?
The Apollo where
wow.
James Brown performed, bro.
Bro,
how many of our people performed there? Rappers, bro. Think about that. He opened doors, and you know what we did? We hit it on him in return. So...
Yeah,
bro. This was a long discussion. We can.
It
keep
really
going
is a long discussion because I mean it's an unfortunate result, and I feel sorry that people are proud that they created that box.
Yeah, I know, bro.
For us,
I hope we helped you somewhat, or at least we entertained you.
Yeah.
So.
No, definitely, brother. Last thing. Because we're talking about shouting out our people and doing it for the culture. Hey, everybody, I don't know how many people you got watching right now. Look up Alex Cantu from Westaco, Texas. Support a homie, man. Go on his page. Subscribe to him. You know,
on the
if
live
you
chat.
could change your life, would you?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, if you could change, ask yourself a question. If you could change your life, would you?
If I could, hold on. If I could change a life, would I? Bro,
Yeah, if you could change your life.
bro, I try to do that every day, bro.
Yep.
I try to do that
see that.
every day.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, bro. Because let me tell you something. I have more years behind me than in front of me. So that's what I'm doing.
I still think I'm just gonna make it to 60.
Okay. With that said, look up the homie Alex Cantu, Westaco, Texas.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Cool.
Have a blessed night, homie.
Buenas noches.
Thank
Buenas
you.
noches.
Hey.
Oh shit. Okay. Hold on. I gotta make one call because this person had a call.
Oh,
Let's go. And this is our last call. Ya estuvo.
estuvo.
A ver.
Hello.
Caller, your name. Where are you calling from?
Hi. This is Magic Girl.
Magic girl.
You know why do you sound so hollow? You know an Obama phone?
No, hold on. Before you start talking shit. Hold on.
She's making sopa.
Yeah.
No,
No, she's in the bathroom.
I'm not actually. I had these freaking these Beats by Dre that I bought, and they didn't come with no cable. I had to use it on the Bluetooth.
All good. So, what's good?
Nothing much. I just wanted to chime in on the caller who asked your opinion on chopped and screwed music.
Okay. Yeah, well, you know what? If you know anything about that, school us because
Yes.
I'll be honest with you, I'm just an old fool from the old school, and I don't know shiznit about that. So,
Right, and that's okay. That's okay. The only reason why I felt it was necessary to make a call and kind of just chime in, one, I feel it's important to spread knowledge and also pay homage to those who paved the way for a lot of the artists today.
yes.
And actually, this month is the 22-year anniversary of DJ Screw's death.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
So the month of November. So when they were talking about that, I was like, oh, maybe I should call in and drop some knowledge. For those of you who don't know who DJ Screw is, he is considered one of the originators of chopped and screw music. Now, I've seen some shit like people saying, oh, that guy was saying screwed and chopped music. Well, the funny thing about that is that both of those references are actually correct, because there was a man, he was actually a DJ and a very well-known producer. His name is Michael 5000 Watts. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him.
Repeat that name.
Michael 5000 Watts.
Okay. I don't
So,
know.
he was actually, he's out from Texas, and he was actually known because he was always giving credit to DJ Screw as the originator of chopped and screwed music. But Watts was the guy who made the slogan "screwed and chopped" popular, if that makes sense. So
Okay.
Watts was known for "screwed and chopped" making the slogan popular, but DJ Screw was actually the originator of chopped and screw music. And for those of you who don't know what chopped and screw music is, to kind of just give you an idea, it was responsible for bringing you artists like Mike Jones, Paul Wall, etc. So if you're from Houston and you hear screwed and chopped, like, it's kind of almost like hearing hip hop in Cali,
Okay.
You know what it is. But
Yeah.
for people outside of Texas, they know it as chopped and screwed because it was something so
Okay, screwed and chopped. I'm going to ask you this, and maybe I don't know if you can answer this, and maybe only somebody in Houston, Texas, can answer this. Why did they call it that and not just hip hop?
because it's actually a different style, and there's a big difference between like slowing music down and actual chopped and screw music, because chopped and screw music requires like a unique form of production and editing, and people mostly think like in DJ terminology, when you just turn the tempo down and
Yes.
it makes the sound like whoa, 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 you know what I'm saying, like
Correct.
that weird noise.
Mhm.
Okay, so people think that that's all it is when it's really not. It's kind of almost like sampling and slowing the record down, but just dabbing it just a little bit with just a little bit of reverb.
Oh,
I think
wow.
I know what you're talking about. Now, let me ask you this, because Magic, we worked together on your record. And so, and I always quiz you, when it comes to music. But, okay, when it comes to that, is it how do you say? What years would you say that started? Because I've always told you that I put mute MUTED on music from 2002 to 2017.
I think I did the same.
Okay, so I'm asking you, what years did that come out on?
It started in the late 80s, early 90s when it became to be popularized because it was very underground.
Okay.
But rumor has it that it had been a style of music that had been created since the late 70s.
Okay. Wow. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to challenge that. I'm not challenging you. I'm challenging you. I'm challenging what you heard, because I was born in '68 and I heard a lot of rap, and maybe it was only popular in Houston.
Possibly.
Yes, it was one of those things that was only popular in Houston. It didn't become like a popular thing worldwide
till when?
Until I want to say early 90s when other artists started picking it up. And I believe the first one who came out was I don't want to don't quote me on this, but the biggest ones known for chopped and screwed music outside of Texas, and I want to reiterate that, outside of Texas, for people that are like Cali people everywhere else, like chopped and screwed would be like Paul Wall and Mike Jones.
But was Mike Jones? Hold on. And again, I'm not trying to challenge you. I'm just trying to challenge what you heard. Paul Wall, Mike Jones were out in the early 90s?
No, it was early 2000s.
No, they came out 2000s, actually.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, when did it become popularized? Because 2002, I was gone. Like, I pressed mute on music. So I'm going to have to challenge that because
You know what? No, you're right. I have my freaking years jumbled up in my head because it was, I think Paul Wall came out 2000s. No, Norbert?
Yeah.
Like 2003, 2004.
Like 3-6 Mafia. And
okay, so there you go.
Yeah, 3-6 Mafia was actually another group. That was the group that I was forgetting. Was actually another group that was very big in that genre of music. But again, it's like you said, it was something that was only known in Texas. So and that's why I felt it was important to chime in, because there's so many genres of music that are so alienated from the mainstream, if that makes sense.
Well, you know what?
I wish trap music was alienated.
Well, you know what? I do want to say this, that
it ain't going nowhere.
Texas is the biggest state in the United States, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
And you could become a big star in Texas and never be heard in California.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is a proven fact. So it is possible that did exist. But keep in mind, okay, when it comes to South music, down South music, in 1991, I was in Houston, Texas, and we did a lot of shows with Ghetto Boys. I think I would have heard of it back then, but I didn't. But I'm not trying to say that it didn't exist. Maybe it did, and they just, because Rick Rubin produced a lot of Ghetto Boys music. But you know what? But
I think it was just a genre of music that wasn't that popular. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just
Wait, I mean, Magic Girl, did you mention the Ghetto Boys?
No, she did. I did.
Oh,
no,
you
I
mentioned
didn't.
the Ghetto Boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Norbert's buzz. That's me. But
Oh,
anyway.
no. So yeah, I just wanted to chime in and kind of just give from what I know, and also there is a few documentaries and stories that I've heard on DJ Screw, because I at first, when I first heard of DJ Screw, I believe it was in 2015 when I first heard of DJ Screw, because I thought, being, from a younger generation, I thought that Paul Wall invented chopped and screw music. So then that was when my manager at the time, my mentor, he educated me on, no, this is where it came from, just kind of like this is where hip hop came from, and just like how you Tony have educated me on a lot of the origins of like funk and stuff like Prince and Michael, just more in depth, not just what we know on the news or see on the charts, like more in depth of where the music originated from. So I then sat down, educated myself, and there is it's a documentary. I think it was released by IYO Visuals in January of 2020, I think, and it's called All Screwed Up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All Screwed Up, and it's pretty much talking about chopped and screwed music. And then there's also an untold story on YouTube. It's called DJ Screw: The Untold Story. So you can get more on depth. But if you guys really don't want to mess with none of all that, and you guys wanted like summed up in like maybe 10 minutes, I think it's episode 4 on Hip Hop Evolution on Netflix. Like, if you guys have not watched that, I believe that a lot of the music fans, and actually a lot of your fans, Tony, should take the time to actually watch that, because it's very educational, and it brings you down to like the roots of where a lot of your favorite music and your artists actually started from.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Magic Girl, would you say that's like the base where that style of music came, where they all talk about lean, that cough syrup?
3 6 months.
About the what?
Is that where they pretty much that's the base for what we know now as like lean music?
That purple drank.
That codeine.
Is
that something that they adopted, or it came that they adopted that style for themselves?
Actually, Alex
No,
said
it was just like a lifestyle. It was nothing adopted. It was just everyday life for these artists, and it just was something that became like, how would I put it? An example, like, it's just what they did, you know. So I guess it popularized that. But I believe it's the hip hop evolution that actually gives you like the nitty gritty of everything. If I remember correctly, if it's not hip hop evolution, it's All Screwed Up, the one on YouTube. Yeah. So either one of those would give you like because I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but
I still like that more than trap music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer chopped and screwed music over trap music, honestly. But no, like I said, I just wanted to chime in on the caller or whatever, you know, because I knew the difference, but I knew a lot of people don't know the difference between screwed and chopped and screwed. So, and especially because I know that Roadium Radio is a place to give people flowers. So I just wanted to call in and you know.
Well, Magic Girl, you know what? One thing that a lot of people don't know is you're going to be here soon, so we're good.
Yay.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, drop $20 on the chat if you guess the date.
Shout out to DJ Screw. Rest in peace.
Yeah. All right, Magic Girl. We'll see you soon. Much love, much respect. Thank you for educating us on that.
Yes.
So YouTube or on Netflix and DJ Screw, look it up. We out of here. Thank you. Much love. You know, so.
All right. You guys have a good night.
You
Thank
too.
You.
Have a good night.
We're good. Thank you. All right, let's go. Alex Cervantes Enterprise. Do you have any live chats? Okay, go over there, Norbert. Put the camera on me over here. Okay. Norbit. A lot of people don't know that's what Marvelous calls them. Norbit.
Now he says Norbies.
Norbies. Okay.
Not like that.
Well, I don't know how he fucking says it. Norbies. Marvelous, if you're watching, call me on my private phone right now. Okay. He goes, Norbies. Okay, let's go.
Okay, Memo Juarez dropped $4.99. Some people don't deserve to have a podcast.
Yeah, I agree. Some people don't deserve to be on social media. Especially miserable fucking people that buy wigs. Anyways, go ahead.
Agenda Tony 1 dropped $5. He says, I fools tell young homies to watch Roadium Radio for the fine guys. Laughing emojis.
Nah, I mean. Yeah.
Self 213 dropped $2. He said, haven't heard of. What the hell does that say? What's Cansevero? It says, you haven't heard of Cansevero? He's been rapping. Cansevero.
I guess we'll have to look him up.
Yeah, I gotta look that up.
So, and Tony A's not drunk. Not until after.
That's it.
That's it?
Yep.
All right. Listen, I want to give a shout out to. Let me take your shit off. Let me give a shout out to everybody in the live chat. Thank you for making this night full of fun. Tomorrow, Candyman. And let me give a shout out to everybody who liked, commented, subscribed. And hold on, sorry. Don Peruco, I was trying to call to teach Alex to roll his R's. Like when you say R's, are you talking like verga? Like I really don't know what you mean by that. But anyways, thank you, bro. Thank you. I truly appreciate that. Next time, look, why don't you if you follow me on Instagram, DM me. Okay, DM me like your number and I'll call you, bro, because you dropped some money and I want to definitely, show you love for that.
Shazzy H-Town also dropped $5.
Yeah. Who is Master P among Raza? Well, to be honest with you, a lot of Raza loved Master P. I'm going to be real with you. I couldn't get down with the whole make us say, I couldn't get down with that. But I will say this. As an entrepreneur, as a hustler, as somebody that was determined to make himself win, to bless his family, bro, you know what? I can't even begin to thank that dude for doing what he did and giving us a blueprint as far as you know what? If you believe in yourself, do it. Do it. And he made it happen, and he's still winning, and he's still making it happen. So to me, that's the way I see Master P. A lot of people see Nipsey Hussle in a sense, like they'll say Nipsey Hussle was the GOAT. There's other people that say Nipsey Hussle as the entrepreneur. So I look at Master P as the entrepreneur. So much love, much respect as to Master P, because that's the way we see him as a successful entrepreneur. So yeah. So anyways, other than that, anything else? Well, let me see. Hold on. Mega Man, let me read this. Miss Pac-Man needs to stop going on podcast tours talking about her fake story. Okay. This was the last one, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and, somebody told me that Miss Pac-Man, I guess, dropped a video or something like that. I haven't seen the video and I don't care. Court is over, and I'm going to make this loud and clear. Court is over. She told her story in court, and the jury found her guilty of defamation. Me and my son were acquitted. Court is over, okay? So whatever story she's telling you guys is the same story that she told in court, that she was found guilty of defamation. That's it. I don't really care how many different wigs she wears. She's still the same person, okay? If anything, you know what? What I want to do, and I want to encourage everybody to pray for this person, because this person truly, truly needs help. We are watching her before our eyes really turn crazy, bro. Like really turn crazy. So she doesn't need fame. I really don't understand these podcasts that are giving her a platform. Like, why are you doing this? Like, seriously. Like, you don't care for her. If you care for her, you will pray for this person. You will know right away by looking at this person that this person's not right in the head. Why would you give her a platform? Keep her in prayers, because this person truly, truly needs help. This person wants to be a celebrity so bad. Okay? Attention is her drug. And you people that are putting her on this podcast are guilty, okay, for putting her and giving her limelight on her lies. I'm going to say something that I didn't say on American Cholo's podcast when I pretty much exposed her. She paid for that jury when she took me to court. She paid for that jury, okay? And unanimously, that court found her guilty of defamation. That means that she lied. Unanimously, me and my son were acquitted. So I don't really care what she says, honestly. I really don't care. I just ask my followers to keep this sick person in prayer. So other than that, I'm not going to pay her no attention. But you know what? Once again, Mega Man, I appreciate you, telling me and informing me that she did this or whatever. But if you look at her, bro, any person with the right mind, would know that she's not all there. And if you're a real friend to her, please talk to her. Okay? I don't know what else to say, Court is over, and that's it. So once again, I do want to say one last thing, that if anybody wants to find out any more about this case, DM me, and in the morning, I will shoot you the website. I will shoot you my case number, where you can download the paperwork yourself, okay? You can download the court paperwork, the court documents where she was found guilty. Isn't it funny that somebody gave her, I guess, 2 interviews on the Street Team Loyal podcast. And she never mentioned anything about being found guilty of defamation. She never found, she was never asked why were they acquitted. She was never asked. She was only asked about why did he post that picture. Okay. Anyways, if you want to know the truth, DM me and I will send you, once again, the website and the court case number where you could download the paperwork yourself and, look at the truth. Yeah. One last thing. About a year ago, she was going around sending all of these things to people saying, this is his paperwork, this is his paperwork, this is his paperwork. Okay. We hadn't even gone to court yet. Okay. Now we've gone to court. She was found guilty, and all of a sudden she has no paperwork. Okay. So DM me. I will send you the website with the case number, and you guys can look at the paperwork. Okay. Let me give a shout out to this lame ass motherfucker that was going around telling people that there was paperwork on me. Mellow Rat Ace or Mellow Freebase. That guy was going around telling people that there was paperwork on me. It was funny that he saw me in person. He made sure he left real quick. So if you're a person that's going around snooping and wants me, send this to him and tell him to watch this. And as a matter of fact, tell him to call me. He's got my number. Okay? So call me, Mellow Man. Other than that, once again, this show was sponsored by Nacho Granny's Cookies. Okay, so if you want to be medicated, soon you will be relocated. And once again, her cookies are amazing, okay? She's from the neighborhood. Support her. It's on the description. Other than that, my hat came from Jen, Fashion Town. Much love to Jen. Also, let me give a shout out to ODM from Lighter Shade of Brown. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock on his podcast, the Blocked Out Podcast, okay? Make sure you guys check out my interview because I give it to you raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Are we good? Go ahead. Give it out one more.
Okay, we have Don Perruco. He said, all jokes aside, respeto Alex, I will, Tony, gracias. I don't know what you told him, but...
All good, my brother.
All right, but that's it.
Okay, so my shout outs once again to Norbert. Norbert, once again, thank you for joining me tonight. Let me give a shout out to Alex Cervantes, Cervantes Enterprise. Let me give a shout out to my son, B-SKANLESS, for helping to promote this. Let me give a shout out to the Hip Hop Jedi. And also I want to give a shout out to Marvelous Inc. Once again, if you guys doubt him, make sure you guys hit him on his number. His number's on the bio. Call him up and talk to him. Okay. We'll be back Wednesday and then Friday with the very special Freaky Tales. And I got like a 2-minute skit that I did while I played Michael Myers. So once again, take care of your family, take care of your children, pray over your family, pray over your children, pray over your home, pray over your finances, okay? Stay blessed, you guys, and I'll see you guys here tomorrow night with Candyman.
Hello.